Well, hello. Hello. Are we live? Are we live? What is up, party people? What is up? So, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below or in the chat. Comments down below. What am I saying? Let me know in the chat what the stream is like, guys. I'm currently testing out a new live streaming platform, which is currently in beta, but feature wise, it looks pretty awesome. So, let me know down below. Is the audio okay? Is video okay? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm currently streaming in 1080p. Rock on. And I have my microphone here. Can you hear me? So, yeah, let me know. So, I am currently waiting for a couple of people to join. So, let's see. So, just to let you all know, I wanted to. 2 seconds. Multitasking here. Yes, I'm a man. I can multitask. Gilon, what's up? What's good, brother? What's up, my man? How's it going? I am all good. I am all good. Thank you kindly, mate. How are you? TI Tech? You. Life of Kylie. All good, but you're back to front. Hold on. Yeah, how's that? Am I back to front now? Hey! We all good? Everything looks good. Woohoo! Love it. Love it. Right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. So, what we're going to do here today, I have a couple of things which I'm going to test here. So, let me know what you think, because you guys are the audience. So, where do you see this? Ew! How about that? Welcome to Saturday night tech and chill. It's like Saturday night takeaway, but without Ant Tech and a lot of other good, funny stuff. So, let's have a look. So, I've got a little banner here, which is pretty cool. However, let's just see. I have a new feature here which I want to try out a bit later. So, you guys are going to be my guinea pigs for this one. Life with Kylie. Thumbs up. Kylie. Right. I'm currently waiting on a couple of people joining. Rebecca, looking good, Michael. Well, I must say, it's the streaming platform that's making me look good. Emoji rain. Who likes emoji rain? Emoji rain. So let's see if I can just maybe move these down a wee bit. Right. Da, 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 da. So, welcome, guys. Back to Michael's Tech Talk. I'm not really one for doing lots of live streams, and I want to try and get better at it because I do enjoy them when I do them. So I just sort of thought I'd kick the chat off, and we'll start going. I do have a couple of topics I want to talk about, so I will just get this topic list up on the screen. But guys, if there's anything that you want to discuss tech wise or even just randomness, let me know and we will have a chat. Not a problem at all. So, and we'll do video comments. Right. So, if I do that. Hey, there we go. Look at that. So, we will do some topics. So, first part will be a little welcome, just while I'm playing about with this bit of software, and then we'll do some topics here as well. So, we'll discuss the S23 Ultra that was launched this week or announced this week. It will be launched mid February. So, we'll discuss that. And we will also try a new feature on this, which is video comments. So, as I'm sure you can see on the screen, there's a QR code there. If you scan that with your smartphone, you will be able to take a video reply, a small video, and send it in, and it'll come up as a comment and it'll be played on the stream. So, let's try that out as well, guys. So, if you want to do that and leave some video comments, scan the QR code on the screen and we'll go from there. Keep it clean. I don't want any nakedness.
We don't want to see your small willies. Can you hear me okay?
Talking to you, Peter. Oh, yeah, I can hear you good.
All right. I've turned the gain down a lot since earlier. Is it better?
It's a lot better.
Do you know what's bizarre?
It's a lot better.
Opus is saying my internet is fast. I had no problems with any other internet. The last 2 streams I've done with StreamYard, I had a problem with it just constantly being the way it was earlier. So
yeah, no,
I'm actually just in the middle of
come up here.
Got some new stuff from ESR. What? Very kind of them. Just putting a new case on my AirPods. Oh, this is fancy. Oh, gee, whoa! Oh my god, I can't wait for this review. Hello, Jesus Christ! I've never seen a. That is like it's got little magnets. Hold on, no. Can you see them there?
Yeah.
Mate, that is serious power. Jesus Christ. Oh, I know it's got magnets on the back for MagSafe. Oh, let's test it out. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh,
it kind of looks like this. It kind of looks a bit like the Spigen one, doesn't it?
It does, but better. And it's 10 quid less. So look at that. Just don't fall in my whiskey. Take them to the Apple Store. What happened to your AirPods, mate? I'll drop them in some whiskey.
Hey, what's up, Sylvie? How's it going, my man? Keeping well? Thanks for dropping in. So we'll just wait a few minutes and we'll see who else drops in. We currently have 8 people watching. So guys, drop me a comment in the live chat. Say hello. Say hi. And
Rebecca's here. Hello, Rebecca.
Yes, I see Rebecca. Rebecca's shown some love to the channel. So, Don COVID. Hey, my man. Haven't seen you in a long time. What's the crack? We can't cover your damaged AirPods. They're drunk. Here, I've actually an interesting story that happened to my AirPods Pro. I washed them.
The ones you washed.
Left them in the jeans pocket. Didn't know they were there, and washed them.
How do you not notice you've got AirPods in your pocket? They're chunky. They're not exactly small.
Do you know why?
How deep are your pockets?
You see the little lipstick pocket? That's where I keep them. That's the AirPods pocket, right? So I put them in. I put them in there, and didn't realize they were there. Washed them, and didn't realize. Still, I hadn't misplaced them. Threw the jeans into the dryer. The dryer finished. Literally took them out, and I was like, as I was folding the jeans up, I was like, "What the hell's that in my pocket?" And sure enough, lifted them out. AirPods still in the Pataka case. Opened up the case and instantly went, "Oh no, man! These are going to be destroyed." They were bone dry, and literally opened the case. It lit up, and I put them into my ear and just tested them, and it just worked. I was like, "What is this?" Couldn't
Hot
believe it.
cheek, can't
Case and
complain
everything,
about that.
no problem, not a problem at all. So yeah, I was buzzing. I was really buzzing. Could not believe it. So yeah,
Don says he
pretty
watched the original
badass.
ones. I actually had the first gen ones, and they sucked. They sucked.
What's up, Andrew?
Oh, hey, have you got emoji rain
Nice to
on?
see you too, Peter. Yes,
Yeah, guys,
I
drop some
do.
emojis on the chat and make it rain.
Yeah, right. Yes, drop an emoji in the chat, and we'll make it
It's
rain.
gonna rain
Go,
emojis on us.
rain
Also,
emojis.
we can put gifs up in here, just so you know.
Here, what do you say? It's the best button I think I've ever seen in my life. Uh, there's a meme
Guys,
button in the studio.
oh, we got a
Memes.
fire emoji. Yeah, there's memes.
Hey.
StreamYard's in trouble now.
Tech Unravel, what's that? That's money. Oh, money, money.
What, are you dropping us a super
From
chat? Yes, big
Dawn.
lad.
All donations greatly accepted, my man.
All donations go to my whiskey fund.
Well, here I have this.
Uh-huh.
Not not the virus, just the. Yeah, I better not say no more.
That was my super chat. Take it or leave it, you cheap bastard. Clearly,
Yeah,
Sylvia's love is
cheapo.
cheap.
Okay, so not all emojis are working. God rolled. I know who that is. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that?
Rebecca, if you're watching, I'll drop you an
Ah,
email later. I had some technical problems during my stream.
who is? Oh, I know who that is. I know who that is. I know who that is. I was trying to remember who that was because I remember that name, and I was like, "Who the hell is that?" I know who that is. Who know? Who knew the whole time a slice of lime was the cure for corona? Preach, brother. Preach. Up a wolves. Yes, mate. Up a wolves, and
This
up
time
a
in
draw at
English.
Newcastle as well. We're talking football. We're talking football.
Now, I
So
know that.
if you don't know, right? If you don't know, I'm a Man United fan, and we had a good win today, and good results all around us as well. So I'm happy. I'm really happy. Really happy. Right. So don't forget, guys, scan your QR code. Don't forget to send in some video comments because
Send in those
I want to
video
see how
comments,
this
guys.
pathway works.
Keep it PG, though,
I
yeah?
want to
Remember
see
that, guys.
keep it PG because if you cost me money, I'll come out and find you.
You will. I mean, there's only one version of football, whether it's British or not.
Yeah, Dom, we're not. No, you see, in our country where we watch football,
In
we
the
actually play with
civilized
our feet.
world.
We play
In
with
the
our feet,
civilized
which is
world.
called football, right? We play with our feet. I know I just
Mate,
headed the ball
you
there,
don't want to
but
hit that ball with your head. You ain't got much spare up there, mate.
true. This is true.
Be generous with that the old noggin.
Yeah, I've only got one concussion left. Don't want to waste it.
I've used my other two up.
Two? I thought you got more than that.
Mate, God knows how
Dang.
many concussions I've had. Oh, Pete Matheson, what's going on, man? Pete,
Ah, there he
what's
is. What's
happening,
up,
bro?
my man? Keeping well.
The man from
Thanks for
Fareham
dropping.
himself.
Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Here, this guy, right? If you don't know who Pete Matheson is, he has the most epic mohawk I've ever seen. It is divine. Just
Oh, we got more emoji rain.
way.
Pete, just so you know,
Nice.
mate, when you put emojis in, it rains emojis. So see the eye emoji up there? That's all you, man.
All the emojis. Live stream. Live stream headers and volleys. What about drunk headers and volleys?
Nah,
Yeah.
that never ends well.
That ball's looking a bit too clean. Well, you would be right, Pete, because that's a brand new football. Brown spanker. And play football on every Monday night with my boys. So we're going to rough it up on Monday. We're going to give it a good rough up. Wrong shape ball, although England was crap against Scotland. I can't say anything, mate. I'm from Northern Ireland. Green White Army. Green White Army. We're not Brazil, we're Northern Ireland. Right. If only we're live at the Mina
Do you know
Showgrounds
what?
and
Do you know what the crack is?
They'll
Right, Pete, you might be able to answer this question. What is the crack with using music on a live stream? How do you go about it? Bit of background music, bit of jazz, maybe a little Frank Sinatra.
Oh. Whew. Whew. It's about to get classy up in here.
Totally fine as long as it's licensed. Who can I
Oh man, I'm
license
too
it from?
cheap.
I mean, I pay for Epidemic, but I don't know how I'd use that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Epidemic, but then how do you incorporate it into a live stream?
Play it in the background.
Oh, so I just play it on my phone. I'll just put the iPhone to the side, like.
Michael loves a bit of Frank. Kylie, you are right. I love a bit of Frank Sinatra.
Michael loves a bit of Frank. I love the fact that we finally got Kylie's official channel name now, Life with Kylie. Obviously, for those of
Hey.
you guys, you all know who Michael's wife is. She's the better looking one in the videos, the better host, better presenter.
Yeah.
She's
She's the
got her own
better
channel
looking
coming.
one. Yeah, she's the better looking one. She reviews the cases better. She's actually more in demand than I am as well. I get emails from brands saying, "Oh,
Dear
Michael, we love your
Kylie,
channel. Can Kylie review this, please?"
dear Michael, please put Kylie on the phone.
What's a Sart Art Day? Oh no, don't be saying that, mate. Have I seriously done? What are you live streaming with? You can normally hook it up as a source to your stream. I am live streaming with Opus at the minute. So Opus, I signed up to their beta program, and they hooked me up to give me a really fantastic demo of this and some of these awesome features that you see here. So yeah, I'm rocking out with this. It's so far so good. It's got loads of options. I can't wait to see some of these video comments coming in. So, guys, if you don't forget, scan that QR code that's on the screen. You'll see it right there. If you scan that on your phone, you'll be able to send in a small clip and it'll come up in the comments and we'll be able to play it on the stream. So, yeah, do that because we want to see it. Are you back on the 14 Pro Max, Peter? Come on, Andrew. You know he is. You know he is. He always comes back. He always comes back to the iPhone. Yes. Why am I saying yes? Kylie, you need to change your name to Kylie's Tech Talk and get double subs than Michael. Well, that wouldn't be fair. Yeah, slight cheeky plug. Yeah, we know your game, woman. We know your game. Michael is definitely better at tech than me. No, babe. Stream title. Don't do that to me, man. Let me. Oh, my rep. There, fixed it. Fixed it. Cheers, Don. Cheers for telling me I'm stupid.
Be right with you. Sorry.
So, let's get down to the nitty gritty then. Samsung launched the S23 series this week. Are you
They
buying
did.
one?
No,
Why are you not buying one?
because it's a Samsung.
Yeah, I bought one.
Yeah,
I
you
ordered
bought
one.
one to review. You're not going to keep it.
Might.
Ooh, you got a super fan.
Bruh, mate.
Cheers,
Thank.
Sylvie.
Oh man, thanks, mate. Thank you. What a guy. What a guy. Dang. Andrew, nope, you're not going to get an S22 Ultra. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? I ordered it, and uh, I ordered it, and then immediately sat and realized to myself, you've already reviewed the S22 Ultra. It's the same phone, so uh, and yeah, there's Pete. Traded in S22 Ultra for the S23 Ultra, and yes, Pete, it is the same phone. It's the same phone. There's very much a case of it's iPhone 14 vibes this year. Um, yeah, it's just a little bit different, but it's very much the same. So I got it anyway because curiosity got the better of me with the 200 megapixel sensor. I was like, I'm going to need to get my hands on it. Now, obviously, we've seen the likes of Marquez, we've seen Saf, we've seen Aaron, Mr. Who's the Boss, has dropped the videos about the S23. But I'm not one of these guys that if I haven't had my hands on it, I'm not going to pass comment on it. If I haven't experienced it myself, I'm not going to say, oh, don't buy that, man. It's a load of crap. Because I have to I have to get my hands on with it, and then I have to report my true findings and what I have experienced with it. So that's why I picked it up, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how things go. I'm
Uh,
not expecting anything magical, to be honest, but I'm going to give it a go.
do you know what? I think they made a mistake switching out the sensor because they had really strong stills last year, good 4K.
Yeah, yeah,
I watched Super Sass photo video shootout last night, and the video looks pretty meh, and the stills look meh. You know, and I mean, I'm not a big fan
yeah.
of the 14 Pro Max's stills this year. And there were quite a few instances where it was a lot better. I mean, and I've seen a lot of sample photos over on Twitter. They're so heavily overexposed, and like the white balance is way off, man. I thought iPhone had a white balance problem. Do you know? And I know
Mm-hmm.
what it. I get it, right? Samsung are in a catch 22. They've got to change something. They're running out of things to change. Slab phones in general are stalling. They're plateauing. But at the same time, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Where does it say that you had to release an S23 Ultra? Why didn't you do an S22 plus? Sorry, like an S22 update model. You know, just take the S22, put the 8 Gen 2 in it, and just say, look, we're going
Mm-hmm.
to keep the same phone, better battery, wait another year. And it goes back to that point
Yeah,
of do you really need a change every year? The 13 Pro Max, again, it could still go perfectly fine to this day.
yeah.
It could have waited another year.
Well, you see, this is where I'm sort of trying to get my head around things because they have bigged up, they've massively bigged up the Snapdragon, the switch to Snapdragon, right? Which we all know in the UK and parts of other
It's
parts
a
of the
big
world,
deal for us.
Exynos. Yeah, I mean Exynos is rubbish. It is
Trash.
hot garbage rubbish. Like it is so bad with its optimization and its performance. Right, we know it's bad, and yeah, I agree with Pete. Post COVID, phone both Apple and Samsung haven't had the resources and parts to make a new phone. Tiny changes, and then maybe next year. Yeah, I would agree with that because at the end of the day, you can't expect top notch innovation every year. You just can't.
It's
It's
impossible.
just not
You
it's
can't you can't
not
develop it
feasible.
that
It's not
quickly.
possible. And again, there's a lot of things there which, if they're not broke, don't fix it. And for me, I still maintain so far. 13 Pro Max was peak iPhone, man. It was peak. It was a
Mm,
beast performance wise. It was the battery king,
still is.
and still is. Like it's not better than the 14, or it's not. The 14 Pro Max is not better in battery life than the 13 Pro Max. Definitely not. Even with the likes of always on display turned off, it's just not as good as it was. So no, I definitely think
I think they kind of
next
screwed the
year.
pooch with the A16. It's an overclocked. It's like the M2, right? It's second generation 5 nanometer, a couple of extra cores, overclocked, and it's showing in the battery life.
Mhm.
They got better
Yeah,
yields with the second generation 5 nanometer. And for Andrew's point on the 14 plus taking longer to focus, because you don't have autofocus on the 14 plus, mate. That's why it's going to take longer. You're using software
yeah,
to adjust, and it's probably using the second camera in some way. I imagine to like do a bit of depth imaging, but again, it's a lens, not lidar, so it's not quite the same.
yeah. No,
Guys,
definitely.
get in amongst it with these video comments, man. There's a QR code over there. Pete, we want to see your pretty face up here, mate. Andrew, send us a video comment. We want to try it out, try the feature out.
We want to see that mohawk, man. Let's see it.
Yeah, man, get that mohawk on camera, man.
Um, yeah. So no, definitely. I picked it up, and I picked up one of the exclusive colors. So
A lot of people did that, and then it was funny. Within the
yeah,
same hour, it was like, "Oh my god, same delivery date as all the normal colors." An hour later, oh no, it's been pushed back a month. Just and T, do you know what? Fair play to technically T. The guy said, "I'm not ordering the colors. I learnt my lesson last year," and he just
yeah.
ordered a regular box standard color.
Well, you see, when I ordered mine, when I ordered mine, the first thing that went through my head was last year with the S22 Ultra, the exclusive
Mm,
colors were like a 6 week wait ahead of the normal colors, and then that's why I went just for the black, or no, the white version I got last year. So I got the white version, and because I didn't want to wait 6 weeks for the exclusive color. So
mm.
this year, when I first seen it, and the colors are identical, and I was like, "That's the S22 from last year that they couldn't get out in time."
Do you know what? I'm not that impressed.
Exclusive colors. Change the box. Put an S23 box. We'll be fine.
I'm not. I watched that event, right? And I know this wasn't just me because you said it. A couple of other people said it. They were like, "Oh, look
Mm,
at the video footage from Ridley Scott and the example footage." And I sat there and I thought, I know it's not my internet. That just really doesn't look that great. Like I'm not that impressed with any of the changes.
well, you see, again, they massively bigged up the 8K video, and to
But
the
who's what 8K display are you gonna watch it on?
exactly right. So you're not going to have a platform to watch it on. You're not going to have the
It's a
display to
gimmick.
watch it on, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a gimmick.
It's a gimmick,
So
like electric cars, Pete. Electric cars are a gimmick. I'm not backing down.
don't you make me ring my dad. My dad will give you the lecture of your life.
Listen, if he's doing 300 miles for £1.90, I am not going to win that argument. He does. The buck
Here,
stops there. £1.90, and the
this
buck stops.
this is it, because this I literally did what you did. I was like, electric cars, wise up. Like unless you're buying, something fancy like a Porsche Taycan or a Tesla or whatever. I was like, no, man, you're electric cars. You can't convince me.
Be a man and buy a
And
muscle car.
oh well, here he's got plenty of toys. Let me tell you, plenty of nice toys. But that was literally when he hit me with the sucker punch. He goes, "Well, could you run your car for £1.90?" And I went, "No."
I wish. I wish. Jesus.
I'm just going to the petrol station to get diesel. Yeah.
For about 100 odd quid.
So he literally just sat back all smug. It was like, ah. And I was like, oh, fair enough. Yeah, you got me.
That's right. When there's a power
And
cut and he can't turn his car on, you can park outside and just play some music.
and do you know what, man? I had a drive in what he's driving at the minute. He's driving a Skoda Enyaq, right? So it's
What
It's
a
like a
name.
Skoda's version of I know, man. Their names. We actually noticed this. We were sitting discussing it, right? And you see when you look through a lot of, especially their bigger cars, there's a Kodiak and there's the
I like the
Enyaq,
Kodiaks. I
and
like those.
yeah, and there's a couple of other ones, and I it's as if they've literally just sat there and went, "Wait, so what do you think of the name Enya? Stick a
Enyaq
Q in the
sounds
end of
like
that."
something like some sort of Uzbekistani mountain goat.
Sounds like
Enyaq.
something that's
Enyaq.
happened. Sounds like it sounds like something that's happened to you on a night out. It's like, oh man, I got a bad dose of the Enyaq.
See, okay, so Don, I've kind of derailed here. I'm sorry for derailing the stream from the ultra. I'll get us back on track, I promise. But Don's just touched on my point. Have a look at the mining required to make all of the batteries in these electric cars. Not to mention the fact that I've worked in the electricity industry. I do. I've worked on electrical infrastructure. If you're getting 300 miles, right, and my car gets 500, the amount of CO2 produced so that you can get those 500 miles over two charges is greater than the amount produced by a single tank of petrol or diesel. And that's why I think they're a gimmick for now. But anyway, back to the S23 Ultra, which is also a gimmick since we're on about gimmicks.
Listen, Tony Stark just needs to hand over the arc reactor, and then we can run all of our cars. It's all good.
No, no way, man. There's some countries out there I don't trust with that.
So anyway, yeah, back to the S22 Ultra. So I have ordered it, and when it
The
arrives, I will
S22S.
do the S22S. Yeah. Um, so I've ordered it, and I will do for the first time. Let me know in the chat, guys, if it's something that you want to see. But I think for the first time, I'm going to do a camera comparison video because every year I've threatened to do it when I review a phone, and I never end up doing it because I either forget or I take all the footage and then I forget about it, and then there's too much time passes, and then I'm like, oh, well, there's no point in doing it now. Nobody wants to see that. And the footage literally just sits. It's still sitting in my archive. I've got the Pixel. I've got the Pixel 6 Pro. I've got the Pixel 7 Pro. I've got the iPhone 13.
Did you
I've
not
got the
do your
iPhone
7
14
Pro
Plus.
coverage?
Huh?
Did you not do your 7 Pro coverage?
No, mate. I haven't.
Oh, you should have done. I'll just
No.
drop it anyway, mate. If you recorded it, you may as well.
I like to. I still have 7 Pro. I still have it. It's over here.
Unfortunately, while Malcolm's gone, you're all stuck with me. But guys, let me know who's still here. Don, I know you're here. Pete, Andrew, if you guys are still there, let me know.
I've still got it.
I love the fact that it's just like in some random corner, wasting away, doing nothing.
Yeah, it really is. No, well, it's not. It's not really.
It's a good phone. Do you know what? It's a good phone. I
it,
like
it,
it.
it is a good phone.
It's just
Um, it,
it's a roller coaster ride, right? Because it depends from month to month whether you're gonna have a phone or not. Every time there's an update, it's like, ooh, is my phone gonna work? Is it not?
yeah.
Well, it's not gonna
Oh,
work
my
this time.
Bluetooth's not working.
Trying to call 999. Yeah, hello. I've lost my leg. Hello. Hello.
So, and typically what I like to do on the channel is I like to do reviews after I've had it for a while. So I don't like to. I know a lot of people do reviews like straight out the bat to go and get all that traffic and stuff, and maybe I'm missing a step by not doing that. But I like to do a more in depth review, and I like to spend proper time with the device so that I know what I've really truly experienced. Like if people turn around to me and watch a review that I've had, like if I've had the phone for 4 weeks and then people ask me 6 months later, well, how does this work for you? I don't really want to be the one to turn around and go, I don't know, you know. So I kind of want to. I kind of want to do that, you know, as well. But then I kind of feel like sometimes because I'm so small, that sometimes I just get lost out there in the whole like tech sphere. I kind of get lost in the shuffle kind of thing. So I don't know. Like I've never ever. I reviewed my very first iPhone, which was the 13 Pro Max. Literally before, and this shows you how long how long I left that review. I dropped it like 2 days before the iPhone 14 was announced. Now that was pretty stupid in my opinion, but
Try and drop it again. You never know.
yeah,
Try your luck.
yeah.
We're
So
veering way off
yeah,
course.
yeah, we really are. So yeah, Nomad, Sport Band,
Ooh,
Orange,
tough,
or
man.
Volta.
Tough question.
Now, I keep
I'd say
coming back
orange.
to this
The Volt is
because
nice though.
my OCD, the Volta is so nice. It is so nice. But I keep coming back to the orange because my OCD tells me that the buttons are orange, so it has to match with the orange strap. I don't know. It's just me, but the Volta is really really nice, and yeah, the past week or so I've been flicking between the two of them. So yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
fair enough,
they
man.
are. I'll,
Log
I'll be
home.
honest. I, I will be honest. The Sport Band is my go-to for Apple Watch bands, bar none. It's regardless of color, the Sport Band. You'll be hard pushed to find a silicone band better than this. It is just
It's true. It's true. I've got the dark kind of like olivey green. It's nice, man. It's
just
nice. And
it's
the
a spicy
FKM
meatball.
rubber. For those of you who don't know what FKM rubber is, it's the rubber used on military planes for seals on the fuel tanks and stuff like that. So it's incredibly durable. Goes all the way back to World War II.
Mm,
Still used today. So big up Nomad.
yeah,
Chuck, get back to me on my emails. I'll find you. I know where your office is.
love the Sport Band. Currently rocking the grey. You mean you stole it?
Oh, is this the one she broke?
Let's not talk about things that she breaks.
I've heard
Isn't that
Kylie
right,
is
Kylie?
I heard she's a criminal for breaking
I,
stuff.
I have said I have said for a long time that Kylie is wasted in her job. Kylie should be doing quality control for people. Like if products can survive time with Kylie, they should go into production. Like they
Kylie and
should
Max
be.
Weinbach in the department. That's it, Bosh. If they can't break it, no one can.
Do you know what, Kylie? I think Max Weinbach is the. I think he's
He
worse than
that
you.
geezer
Everything he
that
touch,
geezer can
everything,
break
everything he
anything.
touches just dies.
Well, I've told him what
Says
else
he
not
who
to
can.
touch.
Oh, you're gonna do me like that?
What happened to the
You're
iPad?
gonna do me like that? I was doing a.
Right. S23 Ultra
I was doing
anyway.
a. I was doing an iPad accessories video, and I had it
Mm-hmm.
in the Magic Keyboard, and I was shaking it, and I dropped it
Oh, you
flat.
bellend. Log home says
It's all good,
Pataka
man.
Air case scratched my watch. Did it scratch your watches? Yep, I've got it on. I do like it, but it did scratch the paint. Did scratch the paint, muchacho.
No, I actually have a story about my Apple Watch Ultra. Um, I actually the side of my house. I don't know why I'm pointing because you can't see it, but my gable wall of my house is pebble dash and it's right there. And I was getting out of the car the other day and I happened to swing my arm around and I hit the gable wall and took a chunk out of the gable wall and instantly went, oh no, I have just messed up my watch. And looked at it and there was pebble dash dust like on the screen and on the body. And I was instantly like, oh man, I'm gonna have to Apple Care this because I've
Oh,
wrecked
we
it.
got a video
And I
comment.
and I
Oh,
and I lit
he's got a black
and I
Alpine
literally
van.
wiped
Sorry.
it and I wiped it off and there wasn't even a mark on it.
I dropped mine on my desk and it dented my desk.
Oh man. So, Andrew, the copy of the
A copy of the 100 quid Apple band off Sheen, 4 quid. Can't believe the quality of it.
Oh, hold on, I got no audio. What happened there? But yeah,
oh,
Andrew knows.
did
Come
that
on,
audio
buddy.
come through okay?
It's coming through. Did you mute us by accident?
No. When you play the video comment, it mutes the mics so that everybody can hear. So
Ah,
did everybody hear the video audio? If you didn't, let me know and I'll play it again.
I see.
That's
Well, play it
that's
one more
awesome.
time.
That's an awesome feature.
That is a
Right, we'll
super
play it
dope.
now.
It's so interactive. It's really great for you guys in the audience to interact with us.
Okay,
Kylie,
three,
I want a
two.
video comment about the iPad.
Don't you dare.
Do it.
Right, we're going to play this.
Do it.
3, 2.
A copy of the 100 quid Apple band off Sheen, £4. Can't believe the quality of it.
Mike, you're on mute.
Did it play?
There it is. Yeah. Played fine. Yeah. Love the Pitaka air case, even though it's scratched the watch. It just looks so sweet. One thing I like about the Pitaka air case, right? It's one of the only cases, if not the only one that I've seen, butts up perfectly to the entire upper edge, the flat edge of the Apple Watch Ultra. So if you look at that, you can't see any of the body there on that small flat edge. That's what I love. And with this Begin Easy Protector, Easy Fit Protector that I've got on, it's fucking spot on. It's spot on. Sorry, I'm trying to cut down on the swearing. To be fair, the scratching ain't that bad. Can't stand the Alpine loop. Boo.
I can't hear anybody. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Mike, can you hear me? Hold on. I think Michael might be having some problems.
What is wrong with these?
Right. While Michael's sorting out his audio, we're going to go back on topic with the S23 Ultra. Now, obviously, they added in the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, and a couple of people on
okay, so you can hear me.
Twitter.
I can't hear anybody. Hold on while I hit this thing a kick.
All right, so yeah, like we're gonna let Michael sort himself out. They've added the 8 Gen 2 now, and some people have said that they're getting 14 Pro Max levels of battery. Now, I don't mean to sound like somebody who's being a pessimist, but I'm going to believe it when I see it. I want to know what you guys think. Given Samsung's history with battery, even on the Snapdragon models, I'm really hesitant to believe them. Okay, so it turns out it's my stream now. All right, guys. So I'm going to quickly co-host while Michael's out of the room. But guys, let me know what you think about the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 in the S23 Ultra. I'm really curious because, yeah, we see you, mate. We see you. I just don't think it's going to bring the improvement that they think it is, and the sensor was a mistake. I'm just going to go back to my point of I really don't think they should have updated it, man. I really don't think they should have updated it. Have my S22. Okay, so Log, is your S22 Ultra, is it an Exynos model, Snapdragon model? I think this year for the S23 Ultra, what we're going to see is the way photography on the iPhone went a little bit backwards. I think we're going to see a similar thing with the S23 Ultra with the new sensor. Every smartphone brand, when they introduce a new sensor, like Google did with the Pixel 6, Apple with the 14 Pro series, and now Samsung with the S23 Ultra, every time they introduce a new sensor, the photos get a little bit worse because they haven't quite calibrated for it yet. And that 108 megapixel sensor was their second year on the run with the S21 and then the S22 Ultra. So they had that sensor nailed down.
Yeah.
So they're just going through.
Definitely.
Pixel went through it with the 6. Photos looked really overprocessed. 14 Pro series, photos look overprocessed. Now, I wouldn't say that Samsung's look overprocessed, but they've got really bad white balance and just overexposure. Maybe it's something they can solve with a couple of updates. Hopefully they can. And maybe it comes good. Maybe 6 months from now, that camera comes good.
Maybe.
I hope I filled in all right while you were absent.
Yeah, I was just kicking this because it dropped my audio, so I couldn't hear anything you guys were saying. So I could see your lips were moving, but I couldn't hear you. So I suppose that's not a bad thing. Gazer!
Also, can I touch on one thing really quickly? Like this week, my comments on YouTube have been rife with people buying non-licensed MagSafe products, right? MagSafe compatible, and asking me where is the animation. Let's be clear on something, guys, right? If you buy for example, a Belkin or an Apple product, which is a licensed MFI product, you're gonna get the animation, yeah? Okay. Ta-da! You get it. You don't buy it licensed, you ain't getting it. They didn't pay for it. They didn't pay for the 15 watts. So that is the difference right there. I just want to clear that up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Da, 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 da.
Nobody would say no. Nobody would say no. But I think the problem, do you know why they'll never go to a 2-year cycle? Because they would reach a point of saturation, a point where it peaks, and the device would stop selling. You know, with yearly updates, they get more sales. They're not going to stop doing the yearly releases. They're not.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. Like Pete touched on. I think it's going to be telling after 2 years of the beer flu. Um, you that it will be interesting to see where things go from here because um, yeah, like things have been a bit stagnant and a bit dated, and we need to see where things are going. So especially with the John Prosser reported there during the week that Apple have cancelled the Apple Glass as
Good.
well. So what are you talking about? I wear glasses. I don't like them.
It's way too early for that. The tech just isn't there. It would cost a lot. Just leave
Yeah,
it for another 5-10 years when that kind of technology is really coming on. You know,
yeah.
when you can start condensing technology like that. So the people are saying it does have a flat screen. It's maintained the curve, but the actual display stops on the flat end.
Hmm. I'm interested to see how that looks because I've been saying for a couple of years now I hate curved displays. Absolutely hate them.
Oh, I absolutely hate it with a passion.
I
It's
can't
been a
be.
gimmick from the start since the S6 or S7 Edge, whatever they started it
Yeah,
with.
I can't be doing with curved displays. And do you know what? Do you see when I look at this? See when I look at this 7 Pro, man. Do you see when I look at this display? I'm like, see if you were
It's a great
flat like
display,
the
but the
Pixel
curve just
7. If it was flat, if it was that form factor with the flat screen of the 7,
even the Apple Watch. I know the display isn't exactly curved, but the kind of like standard
doesn't.
models, it always kind of slightly bothered me. So having the flat display now on the Ultra, I
Yeah,
love it. I absolutely love it. I want the flat displays on everything.
yeah, definitely.
I'm surprised
So I
Samsung
think
never
we're.
tried to do flat displays on their Galaxy books. Curve all the things, like I curve buying their stuff.
Awesome. So Antoine is going to be dropping in from Dalabon Digital. So I've hopped him a link. Da, 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 da. So, and I just got word there from another participant that he can't make it. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You can catch a replay. So, on this, don't know anybody that likes a curved display. I know. It's crap. Hit
With
curved
the
displays and that
glue.
white
I'm not
stone
putting glue
dome
on
of the
my
glue.
display. You must be nuts.
No. Ah, that. My man. My
Sylvie
man.
is still rocking with us.
Here, guys, see if you're into your Steam Deck, man, and you want some Steam Deck content. You need to check out Sylvie's channel, man. It is he loves his Steam Deck and his retro gaming too. If you like that,
Mm.
hit
The
him up.
man even makes a custom Nintendo 3DS out of other
True that.
Nintendo 3DSs. So check that
True
out.
that. Yeah.
Oh, mate,
So
I can't wait for you to see the review on this. This thing is nuts.
yeah, boy. So I think we'll move on to our next topic then. Let's talk HomePods.
Overpriced.
More specifically. Jeez, I'm having the hell on my phone.
I might have to go and get some more whiskey, man. I've run out already.
More specifically, the new HomePod, the big boy,
The
and
chunker. The
the
chunker.
the chunky
Chunker.
monkey.
Garfield.
I I said when I got my HomePod Mini. Sorry, I'll rephrase. When I got my HomePod Minis, I've got problems. I've got problems. I get an Apple TV for every TV in the house, and then I'm like, every TV needs a HomePod as well. So I've got one in here in my office because I've a TV in here. So I've got a blue one in here. I've got a black one in our bedroom, and then I got Kylie the orange one for her like dressing room type thing. And I was tempted. I was tempted to get one for the living room. I was tempted to get a big one, but I just can't. I just can't, in good conscience, pay £300 for a smart speaker with Siri.
Look, when the HomePod Mini exists, right? I've got one hooked up to my Apple TV 4K and my 55-inch in the living room. Bro, the audio is fire. Okay? And that's £89. I am not paying £300 for Siri. No, you pay me £300 to part with Siri, and you got a deal, Tim.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, oh, hold on. We need to
Man, I've been
resize
trying to
some
get in here for
stuff.
like 30 minutes, man.
My man,
What's
I
good?
am so sorry. Peter was talking too much, man. He was talking too much.
Bah.
He was. What's going on,
There we
fellas?
go. That's better.
Yeah, nothing
No,
much,
it's all
man.
good, man. It's all good. We're just I just thought I would do a wee impromptu stream and test out some new features on this Opus platform, which so far so
Yeah.
good, man. It's pretty sweet.
I love this
Pretty
app,
sweet.
man. Me and Galen been using it for like months now. Well, at least a month or some change now.
Oh man,
Yeah,
it's so
it's
good.
jank tough, and it's
So
1080p for
good.
free
Yeah,
right now, at least.
For us. Right, guys,
1080p for free.
for those of you who
1080p.
don't know who Antoine is, this is Antoine. He's Dalavon Digital. Does a lot of Android content and stuff like that. If you love your Pixels, your Samsungs, all stuff like that, check it out. I've put a link to his channel in the comments. Check our man out.
Appreciate that, bro.
I
Y'all already
I
know.
have a request, Antoine,
Yeah,
and it's from my. You kindly took part in my best phone of 2022
gotcha.
video, and you said a statement in your clip which I
Mhm.
want to see on a T-shirt.
What's that statement?
My Pixel people.
Yo, that seriously, do you know what,
My
Antoine? For you,
pixel
man.
people.
My Pixel people. I want to see that on a T-shirt.
Hey,
I want
I
to
might
see
have to
it.
do that. Yeah. What's up, Patar?
Antoine's a photographer and I'm a Sith Lord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'm a Patar. I gotta hold that, bro, because that's what I do first. That's what I do first. Yeah, my pixel
Oh
people.
yeah,
I think I'm
man.
gonna have to add that to my little
100%,
logo
man.
up
That's all
here, like
you.
my pixel people.
Do you know what? It has to be. You have to get it on a T-shirt, get it on a hashtag, get it on something. My Pixel people.
Yeah,
I love it, man. I
but you
love
know
it.
what?
It was
I'm not
so
even. I'm not
awesome.
even too sure because before I fell in love with the Pixel, I actually dedicated myself to Samsung. I was like the Samsung guy. And then like I fell in love with the Pixel. And I feel like this year, I don't know what's going to happen because I don't know if the Pixel Fold. Okay, look, the Pixel Fold is going to be a beta, right? It's going to be like its first gen. If it's decent
Yeah.
enough for me to use, I'll keep it, right? But if I get it and I'm like, no, I'm gonna get rid of it, and then I'm gonna get the Galaxy Fold, and I'm really scared that I'm gonna fall in love with it, and then I'm gonna shift right back to Samsung because of that Fold.
You won't.
So
You won't.
it's no telling with me, to be honest with you.
You
So
won't.
Samsung have to.
I know you
I
won't.
don't. I mean,
I know you
For the
won't.
fold.
how you know I won't though? That's the thing. Like
Look at you.
if
Look. I can tell from your face. I
no, because
know.
let
You
me.
like
Why am I
those
saying
you
keep
like
until?
those Google AI smarts. You like the call
Uh-huh.
screening. You
I
like the
do.
camera. You're not
I
going
do.
anywhere. Let's admit it.
Okay. And phones like this, okay, are getting boring. We all know this. A phone may put me in
Yeah.
a whole different mood. I don't even know.
No, you
Look,
had a fold free.
listen, let me tell you, over my years, just so everybody in this chat can know me a little bit, right? Let me get my little backstory, right? All right. Once upon a time, I was a Windows guy. I shifted from Windows. I went to I think it was like Android. It was my first Android phone when Android first came out. Shifted to them using them. Then I shifted away from Android and went to Apple. Used Apple for a long time, and then I shifted from Apple, went to HTC. Then I shifted from HTC, went back to Apple. Then I got bored of Apple again. Then I went back to Samsung, and that's where I landed on Samsung for like so many years. And then Google, I tried to. I bought the new iPhones and I bought the new Pixel phones that came out, not like the 6 series and 7 series. We're talking about like the 4 or 5, the 2, the 3, and all that. The OG ones. I bought all of those, and they just never satisfied me. Kept going back to Samsung. Samsung hardware and software. I mean, software was trash. It was trash. And I still dealt with it because it just gave me freedom to do what I wanted to do with my phone. And the Google Pixel seemed like it was limited, but the camera was cool. And iOS, we already know. I ain't going into that story. But I just kept shifting. And I always been a shifter when it comes to these products. And now today, I don't shift anymore. I literally just keep my Samsung stuff, keep my iPhone stuff or Apple stuff, and I keep my Google stuff. And I just use them accordingly at the moment. And then when it comes to phones right now, my favorite phone happened to be the Pixel. And that will shift. It can shift any day. I mean, who knows what Apple may do with software one day and blow my mind, or what Samsung may do and blow my mind. I don't know. But yeah, you're right.
Don't expect much with iOS 17. Just really don't,
Oh, no.
because they're laying their resources so heavily into this DMA stuff to make
Mhm.
sure they're compliant. Because the fine for if they don't comply is $88 billion. There's no way Tim Cook as CEO is going to oversee that happening. So a lot of their resources, even that, I reckon that's why iOS 16 is as bad as it is. It's all hands on deck with iOS 17 with the DMA stuff and getting whatever features they wanted ready. And I'm sure we're probably going to even lose features because of this DMA stuff. So if you're the EU Commission, I hope your phones all break and I hope all your tech dies.
Well, I don't have really high expectations for Apple to change any time, but if I have to give them a time that I might go back, it might be like, I don't know, 10 years from now, maybe. And that'll they'll
Apple
probably be
won't
at a
change
spot where
until
I
Tim
want
Cook
them.
leaves.
Yeah.
That's when Apple will start to change. When Tim Cook
That is
leaves.
that is true. That is true.
That's a big statement. That's a big
That's a
statement.
Yeah, but
But again,
everything comes from the
I
top.
kind of had I kind of had this debate with Peter the other day.
mhm.
He said, Apple, Tim Cook needs to leave, and I'm like, bro, Apple are $1 trillion company because of him.
Because of it. Yeah, exactly. But this was my point, right? Tim Cook is incredible. He's a once in a lifetime CEO. Okay. He's taken Apple from where they were when he took over in 2011, 2012 to where they are now. What he's achieved is mind bending, right? But he is a supply chain specialist. Tim has carried out what he can for Apple, in my opinion, to the best of his abilities, and he's peaked. He's got Apple as far as he can take them. He's got them to a stage where it's perfect for someone else to take over and develop them further. And I think the reason he's stuck around for the last 2 years is with all the beer flu stuff that's gone on. He was the man that you want to have in charge. When the supply chain, when the poo hits the fan, that's the guy you want to have on board. When things smooth out with the supply chain and things, they can start to get a bit more adventurous, a little bit more innovative because part availability is better. Bear in mind, for them to be innovative, they have to be able to secure supply quantity, like the part quantity, on a scale that nobody else does. That's very difficult for them, and at the right quality too. Um,
Mhm.
it's
And I
time now
agree.
for somebody else to take over. Like Craig Federighi is perfect because it's not a hardware game anymore. Tim's already established a culture of being iterative and making the money and all of that, being an efficient company. Right now is the time for someone to take over who's software oriented.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I got no complaints
Mm.
about that because I feel like that's the thing that Apple lacks the most right now. I mean, making money is not a problem,
He's
but
not
I
an
tried to do a
exciting
poll
CEO.
there.
He's a safe CEO.
yeah, yeah, he's gonna make the money. He's gonna make the money. He's good at that. But any type of innovation or any wow factor is pretty much dead with Apple right now. Literally, I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
And I have like every year, year on year, I look at Apple and I just lose interest. Well, it's not even really like their other products. It's literally the iPhone. I mean, what they do or don't do to the iPad, I still love the iPad. Most people hate it because of limitations. I could care
iPad's
less because
great.
I don't do that much on my iPad to want to do more on the iPad.
The speakers on
But
iPad
so
Pro M1 12.9,
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
fire,
yeah. I mean, look, bro. Let me tell you something, man.
fire.
iPad speakers have been like the best speakers on any tablet I ever used ever. And I think that Samsung finally kind of like stepped up. I don't know which one is louder and better because I don't have like the Ultra or the M112 12.9 iPad to judge for myself because I don't trust anybody else but my own ears. But I do know that I'm happy that Android has good tablet speakers for a change. I mean, Apple just been crushing them. Even in the laptop space, Apple was crushing everybody. But there
Oh
are
man,
good
MacBook
laptop
speakers are
speakers.
different gravy.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
man.
just different
But
gravy.
there are
Yeah.
good Windows speakers out there. But it's like if you get good speakers on it, right, then everything else be trash.
You
At
see, but
least
this is
on
the
Apple,
thing.
you know.
You don't realize just how good the MacBook and the iPad speakers are until you listen to
And
something
the
else and you go,
microphones.
"What?
And the
Mhm,
What
microphones.
the hell?
Even
Why is that
listen,
so? Why does that sound like that? Why is it hurting my ears? Why?"
mhm,
send a
Uh,
voice note from your iPad and play it back and listen to how good it is. I love sending voice notes from my iPad
mhm.
and my MacBook. The mics are just fire.
you send voice notes to yourself?
No, I send them to like you guys and then I listen back just to see what the audio is like.
Little extra. I
Hi,
just send it
Peter.
straight to you.
I love you, Peter. You're so nice.
Don't forget to like
You
and
want to hear
subscribe.
stuff first. But yeah,
Oh
they're
man.
phenomenal, man. I love them, man. But like I say, when it comes to Apple, I like all of their products besides like the iPhone. The iPhone is like the only one that I just can't keep in my pocket for too long. Is really iOS, man. I don't know. I want more, and I know a lot of people want more from it too. And the people who do want more, they
Yeah.
probably not using it. And the people who want more are probably using it as well, but they're just going to use it because the ecosystem and everything else they love
Mm,
about it. So, but
yeah.
I'm
This
like
is
one of those
true.
guys who use the whole ecosystem, but the phone.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess the watch too because I can't use the phone without the watch. So the watch is in the drawer.
Yeah, it
So
sucks you can't set up the
You.
watch with just an iPad. It has to be an iPhone, but I feel like that's on
i-
purpose.
if I could
It's a very
connect my
Apple
Apple
move.
Watch to the iPad, I will have an Apple Watch up here like with my with an Android watch. I literally would because I rock two watches, but I don't want to like my second phone SIM card. It goes into like whatever phone I have as my second phone, and like right now I put it back in the Pixel 6 because I've been
But don't get
working
an
on a
iPhone
video
because you're not
for
going
it.
to use a SIM
Yeah.
card.
Uh, oh no, that's why I
I
haven't
did.
upgraded my iPhone in the
I
first
did that,
place
man.
because SIM card's dead.
When I
Hmm.
was rocking the Pixel Watch, I was rocking it alongside my Apple Watch. I was walking about with two
Yeah.
watches. I was watching each wrist like a dick.
Hmm.
To
I
be
look, man. I
honest.
did it for years. I did it for years. I was rocking my Apple Watch and my Galaxy Watch both side by side for years because I was carrying a Galaxy phone and I was carrying an Apple phone. I mean iPhone. I had no problem with it. Don't care about anybody. I'm a tech person. I love it,
Yeah,
so it didn't really bother me at all. Only thing
yeah,
bothered me
yeah,
is that I found myself charging my Apple Watch way more, and that was the only like flaw in it carrying both of
yeah.
the watches or whatever. But other than that, I was good,
For
and I'll
sure.
do it again. But wish I could connect my Apple Watch to
All
my
right.
iPad.
Let, let's just head up the comments here, guys. Ben, what about you? My good friend Ben. How are you, my man? Uh, Silvio, Tech Unravel. How can you say Peter doesn't know you better than what's good for you? Yeah, that's just true. Peter knows. Peter knows.
He knows
Don,
everything.
they just had their second largest quarter and the market was disappointed. Risk and innovation is not the future for Apple. I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with
Mhm.
that because if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm a big believer in that.
I mean,
And
look,
Ben,
man,
yeah,
Apple is
right,
a
right back
trillion
at you.
dollar, billion dollar, quadruple billion dollar company. They can take a few chances to do something different. Trust
Trillions
me.
and
They won't.
billions.
Yes. They can they no, I ain't saying what they will what they won't do. I'm saying they can. They have the money to do that. In fact, people will buy their messed up products. That's how great they are. If they put out a bad product, people are going to buy it regardless, whatever. But the tech people, the tech community is going to be the ones that are going to talk trash about it, probably, if anything. But no, they got
Well, this is
money
it.
to
This is
take
it. We've
chances.
got they've got toxic fans all over the go. It's just
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah.
But we'll get back on topic. We were talking about HomePods. So
Yes.
I was going to get one of the big HomePods in for review, but I don't think I'm going to bother because I was going to get it in because it was available, and then I checked Apple, and they're the black one, because I don't want white. White's awful, but the black one is delivery date is March, so somebody's buying them.
Oh yeah, people are
Who?
buying
I
them.
don't know.
I mean, didn't they buy them last
So,
time they launched, like the first one? They bought the first one as well, right?
but they didn't sell that well. So
No.
kind of makes you wonder why. It's kind of making me wonder what's different this time. Why is everybody went need a big
Do you
home pod?
know? Do you know what's a missed opportunity? What was the air router thing that Apple used to do? They could
Airport.
have put AirPort into the HomePods so they become a mesh network.
Well, they could have, but there's a slight problem with that.
Go
They
on.
suck so bad.
Did they
They
really?
sucked so bad. They really did. I had to deal with a couple of people with network issues with the airport, and I'm not sure if it's that much different in the States, but man, in the UK, it was hot garbage. It wasn't a good experience. It really wasn't.
Fair
Definitely not.
enough.
So let me ask y'all a question, right? Because I don't buy HomePods because the speakers that I buy have Google Assistants on them, and I just pretty much use them for like music listening and telling to turn off my lights and stuff around the house and everything else, right? Now with Matter coming out, would I be able to activate Google Assistant on a HomePod? Is that a thing?
No, no.
Oh, okay,
So you're stuck with Siri. You're stuck
okay,
with Siri. You're stuck with Apple Music. So
okay.
I think Marquez has really made a big thing about Spotify compatibility. Which, to be truthfully
Mm-hmm,
honest, it's like, bro, I don't know what you think you're going to get. You're not going to get Apple's top competitor for music on one
mm-hmm.
of Apple's smart speakers. Like they're not. They want you
Facts.
to be subscribed to Apple Music. They're not going to let you go. Do you know what, man? Yeah, you can have Spotify. They're not going to do
Mm-hmm.
that.
Oh, it doesn't matter
So
anyway because Spotify's audio quality is trash.
true,
Mm,
true.
I'm the only one
So
that don't think
why
so.
would what? But why would you go and Apple's point of view is why would you want to use audio that isn't spatial audio, isn't Dolby Atmos, which we can support through our HomePod and lossless. Why would you want to use that when you can use Apple Music, right? So that's their two piece worth. Now, what I will say, as much as I hate Siri, right? Siri
Mhm.
grinds my gears like you would not believe. That's I hate it in the iPhone, but for
Mhm,
some
So bad.
reason, see in the HomePod, it's for smart home stuff. It's not.
mhm,
It's actually really good, and I don't understand it because I obviously for experimenting, I've got a Google Home Mini, and I've got a couple
mhm,
of Alexas kicking about as well. So I created the same uh, scenes, routines, whatever you want to call them,
mhm.
for smart home commands. So I have like commands for my lights. For example, watch this. Hey Siri, turn off. No. Hey Siri, softbox off. Oh, you're making a dick out of me now. Hey Siri, softbox off. Hey, right?
Okay,
Hey
okay.
Siri, softbox on. Hey, right? So I eventually got there.
Are you using
Right?
are you using
So
the wall plug?
yeah,
Are you using the wall
yeah,
plug? Okay, gotcha. I got a few of those myself.
yeah. Yeah. So I've a few scenes set up for some lamps and everything in my office actually hooks in. So if I walk in
Mhm,
here and tell her to turn on the
mhm,
office, she'll turn on the lights, she'll turn on the TV, she'll turn on everything, right? Which is great.
mhm,
So from that point of view, that's really good, and it understands me for those scenes where Alexa doesn't. So if I do the
Mhm.
same commands and the same keywords, Alexa struggles, and so does Google. But yet Siri for home stuff is great. But if I
Mhm.
turn around and ask her to play a song, she'll go, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about," and I'm like, "Oh, for frick's sake, how can you get this wrong?" Now, I, I don't know if it's my accent. Could be.
Mhm.
Don't know.
You know
But
what? That's crazy that you say that, because I heard that some people said that they be having problems with these assistants because of their accent and stuff like that, and it'd be a lot harder for it to
yeah,
activate or whatever the command is.
yeah.
So it could be something like that.
And if Ben is in the comments, Ben lives in Scotland, and he,
Hmm.
if anything, he would have more trouble with assistants more than anybody. So Ben, if you do have trouble with assistants, let me know in the comments. So,
Gotcha.
oh, there's Valley. What's Gucci? It's all Gucci, bro. It's all Gucci.
Yeah, I pretty much have Google Assistants connected to everything in my house or whatever. I mean, like literally everything.
Yeah.
And
Do you know what?
it works
Google.
pretty much. But the problem with me is that another one in another room will probably activate when I'm in this room, and I'll be here, and there's one in front of me, but then the one in the bathroom will answer. So I'll be like, but it still does the
It's
job. It just
See, but I have that
answers the
problem
wrong
with
one.
Siri, right? I'll be in a completely
Yeah,
different area of the house. The
yeah,
phone will be like, I don't know, on the kitchen counter. I'll say,
hmm,
hey, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to trigger it.
yeah,
And then it'll bring up the Siri animation and then throw it to the HomePod in the living room. I'm not in the
yeah,
living room. If I
yeah.
didn't activate it on the HomePod, if it didn't hear it, why are
Hmm.
you sending it there? It drives me up the ever loving effing wall.
Yes. Literally happened to me today. I was playing the PlayStation when I was texting you earlier, and I said, "Hey, that word," and then I said, "Play some music." There's three Google speakers dead in front of me, and my Max hub answered me, right? I mean, well, it showed up there, and then it said playing
yeah,
music, and then it went into the bathroom. I was like, why are you playing the music in the bathroom? And I got these speakers right here. So I had to get on my phone and click on Spotify and click, the front hub, and then it played up here. I'm like,
If anyone was in
bruh.
there taking a
So
dookie, I bet that
oh,
dookie came out real quick.
they were,
It's a
"Ugh."
random
Yeah, they
speaker
would have been
starts
scared.
playing.
Yeah, right? Right, man.
uh,
But I tried to fix that by muting like a few of them around the house, because I learned that maybe I don't need all of them on, because it actually hears me really, really good. And I could be right here and I could be like, hey, and whisper, and then they would hear me wherever I'm at in the house pretty much. So they're pretty good. So I just kind of muted a few of them around the house, and hopefully that it's been helping.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what you kind of do. But my phone and my
Valley.
watch goes off. I meant to
Oh,
say
sorry.
that too. Sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
meant to just say that my phone and watch goes off too. So even if I'm trying to
I had
talk to
to,
the speaker, my freaking watch will go off and do the command. So
bro. I had to turn it off on my phone because
yeah.
I was I would have walked up the stairs, right? And my thing
Hmm.
is when I walk up the stairs, I'll shout out, "Hey, turn on front bedroom or
Yeah.
whatever," and it'll turn on the bedroom for me. And when I go in, everything's all Gucci. But if I've got stuff in my hand and my phone's sitting there, my phone will hear
Because
me, and then it'll try to do it. Can't do it because it's
you
dumb.
got to unlock it, right?
And then yeah, and then because it's dumb and it can't do it, and then I'm walking up in the dark with all the stuff in my hand, and then I shouting again, and then the speaker will hear me, and the speaker will do it like
Mm-hmm.
that, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why? How can these two series be so different? I just don't get
That's
it.
crazy.
I just don't get it.
That's
As
crazy.
a smart home integration, it's so good,
Hmm.
but as a smart assistant, it's so bad. It is so
Yeah.
I've
bad.
got Michael. I've
It's
got you can like play the YouTube. Oh, by the way, guys, with Opus, we can play YouTube videos for you to see them.
oh
So
yeah.
let me hit you. I'm gonna iMessage you a link to a video if you can play it, and it will perfectly explain being Northern Irish or Scottish trying to use Siri. Just
Yeah,
play
we'll
it
just hit the
in
comments
here.
here, wee quick. Uh, we'll just do a few comments here first. I think Spotify sounds good. I wish they had hi-fi. Mm, yeah, all right, okay. YouTube Premium, so Spotify integration would never matter to me. Well, that's a good point as well. Yeah,
It's pretty
you
good.
think
You get it.
spatial audio sounds like really?
No, let's be
I think
clear.
it's gangster.
Spatial audio needs to be used in the right circumstances. The problem is they enable it for everything and anything.
Let me tell you
That's
something. See, my first experience with spatial audio, believe it or not, was in Twitter Spaces. It was a Twitter Space with you, Peter. Right? We were in a Twitter Space, and I can't remember who else
how
was
long
there.
ago was
There was
that?
some. There was
Jesus.
this. That was about a year ago, man. Easy. But
That Twitter
AirPods
space, my
Pro.
brain was like,
Yeah, AirPods Pro, right? And there was like 10 people in this space, and people were talking. And I remember I was lying upstairs, but I was lying in the dark, right? And I was listening, and I could hear voices coming from here and there and there, and then somebody's mic turned on, and there was a thunderstorm in the background, and I'm not even joking. I could hear the thunder behind me, and I was like, I shot up in my bed and was like, what is going on outside? It was the trippiest thing I had ever experienced, and I instantly onto the AirPods, spatial audio off because you're tripping me out, man. I'm lying up in a dark room and I think everybody's coming for me.
Club,
I
what?
normally just keep
So
I
mine
don't know
off and
this
start
app.
watching a
What app
movie
is
anyways.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is from 2020. This is a relic. Club,
Let's
what?
see. Hey Siri, can I answer your call right now? Yep, standard.
Oh no, my personal favorite. Hey,
Dude. Hey you. I have one right next to me. Oh, hey Siri.
Hey Siri, what
Hey,
time
Google.
is
Here, do you know what? Do you know what? But see, for me, it's the it's the obnoxious. That gets me
it?
when you
Yeah,
say
it's like giving
those
you
words, and she
attitude.
just goes, It's like, don't sass me. Who are you talking to?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I only
So,
use Siri to figure out what song is playing half of the time. That was
yeah.
it. But I haven't used Siri in probably 10 years. I'm not even gonna lie. I every Apple device I have, she's deactivated, literally.
I honestly need to do that. I've got the HomePod Mini in my office. Wouldn't mind a bad idea to automate some stuff. HomeKit for automating stuff, I will say,
Mhm.
is excellent. I can't fault it
Yeah.
so far. It is excellent.
HomeKit's good.
I will give it. I'll
HomeKit's
give it
good.
its. I'll give it its. I'll give it its dues. It is.
Is that the same
It is
thing
good.
like a Samsung Smart Things HomeKit? Because I
Yeah, kind of.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So it's like a hub, right?
So you've got. Yeah, so you've got like Google's Nest. You've got
Mm-hmm.
Alexa's Alexa. You've got
Mm-hmm.
HomeKit, which is Apple. So Apple's is HomeKit, Samsung's is Smart Things, Google's is
Oh,
Nest, pretty
okay,
much.
okay.
And
Well, they're
then
all part of Matson
Amazon's is
now.
Alexa.
They're all
Yeah,
part
Yeah,
of
Matter.
Matson
Yeah.
which is
now.
great, which is
It is
fantastic
so
because
long overdue. I swear to God, they've been talking about it since like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
so much.
But then,
So
is
much.
it backwards compatible? Like, I want to know how this is going to work.
Yeah. Of course it's not, because then you have to go out and buy more lights and stuff.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but I really want to
as
see
far as I
how
know,
Apple.
it's
Yeah.
they sent the update to all of the Nest products for it. So I'm going to assume if you have any of the Nest products, you're good. But I don't know about anything
Yeah.
else. You know,
You
so
see, this is the thing for me when it comes to, and this is why I'm so happy that everything is going to be Matter, because
mhm.
for so long there's been so many accessories which are just HomeKit only, or they're Google Nest only, or they're
Yeah,
Amazon Alexa only, and it's like, no man, because I always spend a little bit more for the likes of, especially for the smart plugs, the likes of Philips Hue, because they are
mhm.
compatible with everything. So if I want to change a smart speaker, I don't have to worry about changing accessories all over the place. I can change my speaker and everything will work. So
Okay.
yeah, man, I'm all
With
for it.
that, I do got another question. Then, okay, since you said I can't change the default on the Apple speaker as far as my assistant, right? Can I connect like a Nest speaker with a Apple speaker or HomePod and tell my Nest speaker to play music and it plays on both of those?
Not a chance.
I'm trying to get an understanding
Can't see that
of how
happening.
Matter works. To be honest with you.
I think it's more. I don't think it's for the likes of ecosystems to combine. I think it's more
Hmm.
for. I think it's more for accessories to talk to those ecosystems.
Yeah. So somebody asked in the comments for my
Oh, bro! Here, I love that your
Ninja
pixel looks like a
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, man. Michelangelo,
Yeah.
he's my
There
boy.
you go, bro. Yeah, it's funny though because I'm about to take this skin off and change it. Man, I got so many skins I got to try out right now. So
Oh,
I had
nice,
people send me skins and
nice.
stuff. So yeah, thanks,
Let's
Palace.
see. I use a HomePod Mini in the bedroom when the ER. Da, 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 da. Yeah, yeah, yep. Sweet. I've caught myself putting on a posh English accent.
Oh
Video
yeah,
comment. We need to hear that.
hello. Yeah, yeah,
Scan the
Ben.
code.
Video
Do a
comment.
video comment. We need to hear it. We need to hear
Oh
it.
yeah, hello Siri.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
Hello
actually, my
there.
Siri has a British accent.
Do you know what?
I
If
don't
you
do
really want to
English
make it
accent.
British, just
And,
answer back with yes, my
and,
lord.
Anton's walking around the house with his pinky out. Yes, yes, my dear. Yeah, yeah.
All day, bro. I love talking to her, man. She
Talking to
tells
his
me everything.
asking his wife where the corgis are. Darling, where are the corgis?
You ain't never lied, man. You ain't never lied. Yeah, man. I
Taylor's
don't
back
know. I
with
don't know if I'm
sneakers.
going to even
Let's
use Matter at
see.
this point because I just been investing all in Google's Net stuff or whatever. Because I switched over. At first, I was invested in Alexa. I was buying everything from Amazon, the bulbs, the speakers, and everything. And then I guess I got my
Cool.
first OG Google Home, and I was just blown away by it because it was like I say again, Google has a more robust database, so it knows more than Alexa, and I just kind of like gave up on Alexa, and then I started buying Google stuff, and then Apple had dropped theirs, and I thought about getting theirs, but I was like, I'm like so invested in this, and I was like, I never really had a good experience with Siri, so I just never kind of crossed over. So when I got on Twitter with like you guys, I hear so many mixed feelings. There's people who really love to it Siri, then there's like I hear the most majority of iPhone users hate her. But then there's that small little niche group that be like, oh, she's awesome. I use her for this and that and to the third. And I'm like, is she good? I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but I heard the speakers are amazing, and I'm all about the audio quality. So I know like the Google speakers I have, they're good, but I know there's 10 times better. Matter of fact, I have better speakers in here than those, but they work for what I really want them to work for. So I
Yeah.
want to have both, but I
I'll
can't get it.
I'll be honest. I'll be
Mm-hmm,
100% honest. I was so surprised at how good the sound quality is out of the HomePod Mini
mm-hmm,
because
A1.
the other good thing about it is um I always thought the Amazon Echo Dots. I'm not going to say the
mm-hmm,
word, but the wee ones. I always thought they were the sound was decent out of them, but you see, once you got to a certain volume,
mm-hmm.
you couldn't shout it. You couldn't tell it anything because it can't hear you. I could have the HomePod Mini up full blast, and I could shout "Hey you," and she will hear me. And I don't know how it works. I was like, that thing could be blasting something so loud, and you just go, "Hey Siri," and it'll just go, "Uh huh," and I'm like, "How? How did you hear me?" Voodoo. I don't know. That's voodoo.
Do you know what though? I want somebody riddle me
It's
this
so
right, and
voodoo.
it doesn't either of you two or somebody in the comments with Google or Apple. How the hell do we get it to stop sending the request to the wrong
Well,
speaker?
That's true.
okay,
I can't
On
figure it out.
Google, if you go to Google inside the hub, I mean the home app, you can go to all your speakers and you can select the sensitivity of them listening or whatever the trigger word, and you
Mm.
can bring all the ones that you don't want all the way down, and then the ones that you want to
Mm-hmm.
really hear you the most, you bring them up. And I think you can go all the way down to like 1 or 3. I think -3 and then +3. So I had mine set
Mm-hmm.
up that way. It actually it does work, but I feel like my place is not as huge, so it still kind of echo around when I say the trigger word.
I got
So
my place is
muting
small.
them,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So muting them seems to be the better solution. Now, if you had like a really big house and you had them kind of spread out, then you probably wouldn't even need to do that or whatever. So I think that's the problem. And then Google also
Yeah.
tells you don't put these by walls. Obviously, I'm going to put them by walls. I'm not gonna have them dead in
Yeah.
the middle of
All
the
you need to do is just
the
suspend it
office or
from the
something
ceiling,
or something like exactly. I mean they're gonna
leave it hanging.
yeah, every last one of mine is
Like a
near a
Sonos
wall.
speaker, just hanging. Oh
Yeah, just
man,
spinning and stuff.
don't put it near a wall. Oh,
Yes, but
I
yeah,
just don't
you
get
can
it.
change the sensitivity of them on the app though. You can definitely do that. I don't
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know about Apple and Alexa, but I know for sure Google you can do that. So
You have to
Yeah.
be
Well,
nuts to put
I
Alexa in
do.
your house.
yeah. Hey, mate, look, my
Do you know
mom
what?
and them still use Alexa. Ugh. Ugh.
I have a friend of mine. A friend of mine, literally, a big Apple fan for years, and for some strange reason, kitted out his entire house with
Mhm.
Amazon smart stuff. And I was like, why did you do that? Because if you ever get fed up or you ever cancel your Prime or whatever, you'll render your Amazon Alexa worthless, and then that's going to lock you in. Why didn't you go for something that would be across multiple assistants so you don't get locked in? And then he just
Yeah.
sort of looked at me with a blank face and was like, bruh. I was
I
like,
think
what are you going
No,
to
I
do,
think
man?
that's
speaking of
I think
smart
that's my life right
speakers,
there.
speaking of smart
Go ahead.
speakers, who remembers the Bixby speaker that never came? God forbid.
I remember the
Could
look.
you imagine Bixby as a speaker? I remember how
No,
it looks. I remember
man.
how it looks, right? But could you
What's a Bixby?
imagine how? Oh my god, that would be terrible.
I couldn't
That
do
would be
Bixby either
terrible.
on Sam. I literally defaulted to Google Assistant every Galaxy phone I ever use. I cannot do Bixby. People who like Samsung, they be like, "Well, Bixby's good." Blah 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 blah.
Oh well,
And then
look,
they
it's
tell
funny
you,
you say that because
look,
Valis is saying that. Now I want to know
mhm,
what crack he's
no,
smoking.
oh
Bixby is
man,
so much
see,
better now.
he's that guy,
No,
man.
bro, you're
Hey, look.
concussed.
Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure that
Stop vibe,
he's
man.
using
Stop
Bixby
vibe.
routines. He's using Bixby routines because the bulk of the people who say it's good, they're using that and to do things for their phone, but not really more like asking questions. So it's like if they're not touching their phone, they're telling their phone to do this and do that. That's what he's probably talking about. He got to be because it's trash for everything else. Got
It's
to be.
awful.
Nah,
I
bro.
had it when it came out
Like,
with the S8.
sounds like
Oh my god, it was painful, man.
Yeah.
It's so
it
bad.
sounds like something you go to the doctors with. Oh man, I've got a dose of Bixby.
He said
He
with his
inhaled his Note
nose starting to
7
caught
when it
fire.
caught fire.
Oh
That's the
man,
comment of
yo.
the day. I'm starring that. That's the comment of the day.
That's facts, man. That's actual facts.
I've actually
I
starred that
remember
comment.
Oh.
I remember pre-ordering that thing, and before it came in, everyone's was catching fire, and they just canceled my pre-order, bro. I was so mad. I still wanted that phone, even though I knew it was catching fire. So sad because I was like really in
They
love with
banned
Notes
it
at the
from the
time.
airports, though. Do you remember
They
they banned it?
did,
It was like
yes,
you can't. They
Oh
were
yes,
like,
yeah,
if you have a
yeah,
Note 7, you can't
yeah.
come to the
hmm
airport.
yep.
You're not flying. You ain't going.
That was it, man.
Oh
That
man.
phone right there. Whew.
Even still, do any of you travel now? And if they
Mhm,
and when they're doing their announcements, I'm not sure, Antoine, what it's like in the
mhm,
states, but domestic flights here in the UK,
mhm.
they actually say on the flight, if your device gets warm, can you please let somebody know ASAP? And I every time I hear it, I'm just like Samsung.
At the time of that moment, they made announcements like that, but they don't do it now. I mean, this country
Yeah,
is so full of like you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Excuse my language, but they just don't care here. I hate it. So
yeah.
yeah, this
So
is.
that was the thing because it's like they still said the last flight I was on they actually
Mhm,
said it. They were like, yeah, if your device experiences heat, and I'm like,
mhm.
Samsung, but then I'm sitting there going, what are you going to do if I were to say to you, excuse me, my phone is smoking here? Like, what are you going to do? Throw it in
They
a
have to
glass of
drop
ice?
Exactly.
down to
Like,
10,000. They would drop down to
Unless
10,000 feet.
open the
yeah,
window
or
and
they're gonna
throw it
have
out? What are you going to do?
they're gonna have those fireproof bags to toss your phone in. They're gonna have to have those on a flight,
Oh,
or everybody with a
hey,
Samsung phone got to put their
Halo,
phone in there.
a Halo system kicks in on the plane. Whoosh.
Hey man, that's some scary stuff, man. I
Oh,
You know
mean,
what would be
ever
good?
since like that, I don't even sleep with my phone by me. Go ahead.
You get those garbage disposal chutes, and you like
Hmm.
open it. You just go to, oh sorry, my S22 Ultra Exynos model is quite warm, and just open a chute. Could you just put your phone in and just close it? You see your phone go out the fucking plane. It's just like
Nah,
it's
I
the
mean
jet
that's a
stream. It
waste.
goes back to
Just cook some
Korea.
eggs on it. Just fry some eggs on it or
it's
something, man.
fire in a
Don't
glass
waste
of
it
ice.
like that.
I'll tell. Do you
Yeah.
know what?
You'd
I'll tell
fire
you
it in
guys
a
a
glass
true.
of
Hold
ice
on. I'll
water.
tell you guys
No,
a true
mate, because
story, right?
it would boil the ice water, and you'd have to make
Hold
coffee.
on, hold on. Funny Ben says that because I've got a story for you guys about my Samsung S8, right? I had it for about 8 or 9 months after launch. And one day I was heading to North London and it went into a boot loop. Yeah. It stayed in this boot loop for over an hour. I was about half an hour, 45 minutes into this journey. This phone got so hot, it was burning the ever loving crap out of me, right? Couldn't hold it, couldn't keep it in my pocket. And it was so hot. I just thought to myself, this thing is gonna go Note 7 on me. Like it's gonna do Samsung Jihad on me, right? So I went to the other end of the train. Right, I went to the other end of the train car and put it on the seat, and I just watched it from the other end. Like any minute now, it's gonna go. Got to my stop, ran, grabbed it, played hot potato until I got outside. Right, and back in 2017, we had this thing called the East from the Beast. It was like a massive blizzard that came for like a week. Seriously, thick snow. I got out the station, threw it in
From
the
the
snow.
beast.
Beast from the East, whatever, man. And I threw it in there. I threw this S8 in the snow. I just watched the snow like hiss and evaporate, just sank in there. That phone was after that incident, that phone was never the same. It had so much internal heat damage. It was practically a write off.
You should have recorded that. That would have been awesome to see.
It was after that incident, that phone no, it completely internally cooked itself. That phone was
Did
a
it ever
write off
blow up?
after that incident.
Hey,
No, I never lived to
Chris.
find out. I got rid of it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I think the
Okay,
only phone that
Ez.
I ever owned that got really, really hot. Oh, hey.
I don't hear nothing because you put your headphones.
Oh,
It's the
facts.
wrecker. It's the breaker. It's hello. There you
He
go.
took both of them
Yay!
Hide your nomad
Oh.
bands quick.
out.
Yes.
Yeah. Not wearing one, no. No, I was going to send a video in, but I thought, no, I'll just
Oh, why didn't you? We want
come
to see
out
if it's
quickly.
working.
No, but do you know what video I do want to see? I want to hear Ben's posh English voice.
Go on, Ben.
The English voice.
Right. Let me tell you. Right, Ben has quite a interesting accent. Is the best way I can describe it. Ben, I think Ben grew up mostly in Liverpool. Ben lived in Northern Ireland, and now lives in Scotland. So he's quite interesting to hear him speak.
So basically, he's
'Cause
going to
some
nick my
words are-
hubcaps wearing a kilt.
So for some words he says are 100% Scouse, and then some have a wee Northern Ireland twang, and then some of it is Scotch, and it's like, bro, I love it. I love it.
Give me
It's so
one sec.
good.
My dog's trying to break in.
Oh, Lord.
Speaking of dogs, the bear.
Yeah, Bear's in the house. He's probably, I think, as he heard the back door open, I just heard feet.
No, he's antisocial, our boy.
Mm-hmm.
Ben lived in Liverpool for a year. Yeah, true. So he's got a fantastic. Kylie just Taylor.
No.
That's cheeky.
No.
That's cheeky.
No, it's only.
That's,
No, I'm only here for 2 seconds.
oh man,
I just wanted to.
a year and a half I lived there.
Mm-mm.
He's a hybrid. Yeah, he's a hybrid.
A year and a half too long.
So what are you up to?
No, I only just wanted, whenever you were talking about the sound and the home pods and everything, the one thing that annoys me is whenever you would be sitting watching the TV and you'll have the sound through the HomePod Mini beside us. If I have my phone up and I'm like watching something on Instagram or whatever, my phone will automatically pick up and want to control the volume on the HomePod.
Mm-hmm.
And that just really...
That's Apple TV Life, babe.
Yes, I know. And I know it's all part of the ecosystem, but it's just a little bit annoying when I think I'm turning up the volume on my phone and next thing the TV in the bedroom's like, whoa!
I'm more than happy to kick you out of my ecosystem.
Well, I thought you were about to
Bruh.
say something else. More than happy to
My
kick
wife
you
don't
in.
even know what
I'll kick you
ecosystem
in the house
is.
well if you want.
Yeah, I know.
Stephen Bailey, who are you talking to? Apple shite. Coming from the man who was messaging me the other day going, "Hey bro, my Pixel 7 Pro's rattling." Or no, my Pixel 6 Pro, the camera's rattling.
Ah, that old chestnut, the rattling camera. But do
Wait,
you know
Mm-hmm.
what?
that
I'll tell you a good one as well. I
wait.
sold my
I
Pixel
thought that was an
stand to a
iPhone thing.
guy. No, that was when
Oh,
it was
no,
whirring
no.
in Snapchat. You don't know about the rattling modules in the 6 Pro. It was fairly
Yeah,
common.
No,
it actually
I know
happens.
about it in the iPhone recently, or the new iPhones. People were talking about like rattling and shaking camera, and they were showing
No,
like
no,
footage
no.
of it and stuff.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
See
rattling. It was
whatever phone you
grinding.
have. See whatever
Mm-hmm.
phone you have in your hand. Pick it up
Mm-hmm.
and rattle it close to your ear. You will hear the image stabilization module rattling. Now it's more predominant in the
Oh,
Pixel, but you'll hear it.
I hear that.
I can hear it.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no way
crazy.
I'm.
Oh,
Oh,
Look,
that's it. Shake your maracas.
shake, shake,
bro,
shake your
all
iPhone.
this time didn't even know. That's crazy.
No, I
There
low
you
key can't
go.
hear nothing. I'm not even joking. Man.
See, we are a educational stream here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that? No. There you go. Learned something new.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you know what I find
There
funny
you
at the
go.
minute? So Google's obviously botched this January update. Oh, I say Google, right? Google actually contracts someone to do all of the updates after the launch. They don't actually do the updates themselves. Whoever they contract to do the updates has botched it. They've rolled out this January update twice, and they still haven't put out a statement or an explanation, which is a bit
Because
Wait,
reason.
they rolled it out again. When did they roll it out again? I thought they just hacked it.
middle of
Ended.
January. Middle of January, they tried to roll it out and stopped.
Oh, wait, they
Mid
stopped it
January.
again.
Mm-hmm. And they still
Oh,
haven't. There probably won't be a January update. That will just get rolled into a
oh,
February
I know it's
update
not. I mean,
to fix the
this ain't the
January
first time
update.
this happened with Google. Normally when they have a messed up update, they
But my,
stop
my
it and
only
then we
point was
get it the
explain
next
it.
month. Oh
My
yeah,
only
for
Bye,
point was
sure.
just
Kylie.
explain it.
Try not to break
Hey,
anything.
wait, hold on. When's the first Life with Kylie episode?
Now the pressure's on. Sometime hopefully soon.
In
Yeah.
this
Soon.
during 2023, yeah.
Old Chestnut.
Oh yeah, definitely 2023.
You're gonna need to hurry up because I need to buy a MacBook Pro.
You can have this one.
Yeah, but no, hopefully coming soon. Bye.
Cheerio. Stephen Bailey, scan the QR code and send us in a video comment. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Because we know you've got the balls. Oh no! Please don't send your ball. Please don't. Please don't. Keep it clean. PG.
You know what? What happened to Twitter Spaces?
Wait, is it
what's in your
gone?
space?
No. Just when was the last time you saw someone host one?
Oh, I see
I'll
him
tell a
I see
lie.
him every day. I see him
A
every
tech
day.
one.
Just
A
not.
tech one.
The only ones I
mean,
see is Viper.
That's
yeah,
coffee
yeah.
talk. That's more general talk.
Yeah. I mean, I see them,
mostly
but
about tech.
none, as far as like you guys, my friends that I know, nobody. But as far as other tech people, I see it all the time on my jank, all the time. But I just don't join them because it ain't y'all. So yeah,
Oh,
I haven't seen one that was tech related from anyone that we know. Trent, T, me,
that's what I'm saying.
No one in our circle's done it for so long. Clubhouse is dead. Spaces is dead. Elon Musk wants to charge companies $1,000 a month for their verification.
Calm yourself, Taylor.
I think everyone just shifted to live streams because if you think about it, all the people that you name, pretty much we all kind of like do live streams now. I'd rather do that because spaces ain't doing nothing for us. It ain't helping the channel. It ain't helping us grow. It's just us in there just talking, pointless. So I'd rather do what we're doing now. So that's my take on that.
They need to
Yeah,
refresh
we
it somehow,
do.
man. Come
Well, I
on,
mean,
Steven. Don't. Are you a
it
man
may
or a
come back
mouse?
where it's
Just send
monetized.
it.
Send it.
Send it. Show us
Y'all
that
silly.
Pixel front camera.
Yeah, show us your rattly pixel, mate.
Just hold it still so we can actually hear the audio.
Oh, bro, it's all good. It's all good. I'm disappointed. Andrew earlier was the only person that sent a video comment in.
Yeah,
Disappointed.
it'll come. It'll
Well,
come. Taylor,
this
man,
this
send
is
us a
new
video
for this
comment.
is new for everybody. It's gonna happen. I mean, we get people that vote in ours, but we don't really do the comment thing like this though. But we definitely
Oh,
get
you
people to
should,
vote.
man. You know,
Yeah,
I'd
I
send
mean,
that.
we don't. I don't know. We just chat with them in the chat. So I guess we gotta kind of like find a real
Mm.
legitimate reason to kind of use that and give people a real reason to use it. I guess so. Because I mean,
Whoa!
talk in the chat.
My channel has just hit past 1,800 subs.
Nice, nice,
Woo!
man.
Do you know what, guys? I still need to do a tech giveaway for hitting 1,500.
Yeah, I'm low key gonna give
I
away
need
something big this year on my channel, but it's only gonna be for my
something.
subscribers.
Something. Oh,
You
you're going to
do
give
it
away
on a
something big?
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
subscribers
I
only
am.
stream. I don't.
I am. I am. I'm gonna make the announcements or whatever like that, and I'm gonna give away something big. Probably two big things this year, literally on my channel. Probably around. I'm gonna do the first one. I'm gonna see around May maybe, and then I'm gonna do one right before the holidays. So they can get it on the holidays. So I'm gonna do two big
Hmm.
giant giveaways. I'm gonna pay for my own money and everything. So, but it's gonna be for subscribers only, like the actual subscribers. So because
Well, you
I
know
Hmm.
what
when I
the best
watch.
thing is? You
Mhm.
can check how long they've been subscribed. So if they only just
Yeah,
subscribed just to
yeah.
get the giveaway,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that I got it from what's his name? The guy that do the cases. Uh the
T,
case
Hey,
guy. T.
technically
Yes,
T.
T. Yeah, I watched his Christmas stream and I noticed how like people were trying to get in just to get whatever he was giving out. And I was just like, yo, I don't want that for my people. I want my subscribers
yeah.
who've been with me and everything like that. So I actually have it all set up already. And then I have the different tiers that anybody can opt in for the giveaways, but you got to pay $1 to actually subscribe to get into the giveaways because there's going to be a video that only the subscribers can see. So when I make the video, nobody else regularly could go on my page and see it. It's going to be my subscribers, and then they're going to know what the giveaway is going to be. And yeah, and people are going to they're going to want to get in that giveaway. So
Well, Valley's
I ain't
saying he's
going.
going to give away an S23 Ultra or a Fold 5.
Oh
Hi,
All of
yeah,
it, though.
see.
Valley.
So you
Hello,
ain't supposed to announce
friend.
what you're giving away right now. You're supposed to give. You're supposed to be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give away something good, bro," and then you let
Hey,
them
look
come.
at our memes.
Mhm.
That's so awesome.
Come on, guys, hit us with these video
Oh,
comments. We
bro.
want to see some video comments.
Look
Hey,
at our
Mike, I
memes.
see
Look
you
at
up.
memes.
I see you up on the stream in about an hour, Mike. Yeah, I got
You
another stream
finally
tonight.
set up a Patreon. Damn. Much is it? We're all boys. Hey, it's not like we're on Twitter or anything here. We're all boys. Yeah, we are.
Mhm.
Bad boys for life.
Bad boys for life.
Hey, I
Mike
started the
Lowry.
channel in April 2022. I only. What? Bruh. That's some serious
Yeah,
growth.
I did.
Holy heck.
3 tiers. Good gracious. He said, "Screw Twitter." Really?
Jeez.
Yo, Twitter is crap, bro. I hate this Twitter app. I hate Twitter. I just really hate Twitter now. I ain't gonna
Yeah, man. Oh, he did 3 tiers. Oh, man. What's the tiers?
Salt and pepper is the first one.
lie.
What? I don't get it.
Spicy.
Oh,
The
spicy
jalapeno.
spice.
The spicy tier.
Do you know what? Do you
Does that
see? I
include
just
news?
want to talk actually. I just want to talk about this Opus platform. I actually have enabled voice to meme, so when it picks up a
Oh.
keyword from me, it'll highlight memes for me to send onto the stream. Man, that's
Mhm.
Yeah, it gives you
that's
options.
dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That
got a
is
lot of
dope.
AI working in the background. It is actually really good.
Yeah,
And if this is just a
that is
beta, I
really
mean,
dope.
I'd love to see what this looks like in a year from now when it's the finished article.
For
StreamYard, eat
sure.
your heart out.
Hey, as long as they keep 1080p free, they can take the StreamYard people away really quick.
I
because they
don't think the
offer more
1080p
features.
will be free, but even at
Oh no, I
720p
said
with just the
if.
features to get it's more interactive with the video comments and stuff like that. It's way better.
Hmm. Yeah.
Way better.
No, I just said if. I didn't say they was. Because if they do,
Do
Well,
you know what?
here,
Even
then
if
Valley,
the 1080p is like 20 a month, I'd pay it.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, 1080p needs to be like standard, anyways, bro. Like, get over this so
yeah, it does.
720p at this point. This is just stupid,
Yeah.
Oh,
and let you give like
lover of
2K or
tech
4K
Ben
options.
has dropped his S23 Ultra versus iPhone 14 Pro Max camera test.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, there's one I've been waiting for.
Spicy. I'm gonna watch that. I love his camera videos, man. I love his camera
I
videos.
started watching it before this stream, and I can tell you right now, the front camera on the S23U is trash. I mean, not the camera, but the microphone is trash, man. Like you gonna when y'all watch the video, you're gonna hear
Oh,
the difference night and day. Like Samsung, they fix one thing and don't fix another thing. I
The
swear,
Lord
man.
giveth and the Lord taketh.
It ain't that they ain't take it, they
TechQuan
just didn't do anything with
7,
it. So stupid.
720p is visual vomit. Man, is there a better, more accurate comment in this live stream than that?
It's not.
Bruh. It's so true.
Yeah. They just gotta
Welcome,
let it
by the
go,
way.
man.
Welcome. Thanks, man. The first video popped off when I was in hospital, been on disability offer. Oh, man. That sucks. But here, that's some awesome consistency, man. That's and some awesome growth. Kudos. Kudos. You need
Yeah.
to throw some tips. Hit me up, bruh. So do you know what? I know I know it's maybe a bit of a crappy thing to say, but having that time to like properly focus on it is maybe a good thing.
Blessing
At the
in
minute, man,
disguise, silver
I have
lining.
so much. I have so much backlogged with myself at the minute. I have so much editing I need to do and get done, and I'm just struggling to get the time with it, with work and stuff at the minute. It's just crazy. It's so busy at the minute, and
Yeah.
I wanted to I wanted to do this stream tonight just to try and sort of chill out a little bit and try and sort of relax a little bit because things are just so busy. So yeah. Oh, Sylvie, thanks, my man. Thanks for dropping in, and thank you for your super chat, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
Bro,
Oh
my
man, this
MacBook Air
platform
is getting hot as fuck right now. Dang.
My
for real.
14-inch M1
Yeah,
Pro is
bro.
74 degrees with the fans at
I
2500 RPM.
I can feel the
Man,
heat from the keyboard.
my
It's hot.
my
Oh,
MacBook's
getting a little,
not even warm.
Yeah,
mine's a
bro,
little bit
mine's.
toasty. A little
Are
bit.
y'all's plugged up?
Mine is, yeah. I had
Yeah,
to plug it in about 10, 15
Mine's
minutes
plugged.
ago.
Okay, mine's plugged in too,
I'm plugged in.
but you got to remember, I don't got no fan, so yeah, this is.
Yeah, mine's in air.
Yours
I'm
air
plugged
too.
in.
Yours. Oh
My
yeah,
I'm plugged into my ZV1 here, and I've plugged into my hub and all as well. It's all good. It's all gravy.
yeah. I'm warming up my hands right now with this thing. It's tough. I started
Your
typing and I
your
put my
your,
palms up here and I felt this heat. I was like, dang, yeah, this ain't hot,
your
bro.
MacBook thinks it's an Intel.
Yeah, nah, it's the
Damn.
M1, but it's crazy because like the whole base of it down here and the keyboard is warm, but like the trackpad isn't. Yeah, the trackpad not warm. I don't know. I ain't gonna get worried yet because it ain't like hot where I can't touch it. So, but I never had it get this warm before ever, even on a stream. Like this is like really
Yeah.
really warm. So I don't know.
See you later, Andrew. Thanks for
Thanks for
stopping by,
dropping in,
mate.
Andrew. Catch you later,
All
bro.
right.
Thanks for the video comment as well. We appreciate it. Trying it out.
Yeah, bro. You are the
Yeah.
hero. You're the only person that does
Valis,
one.
it's pretty much the I feel it in the whole keyboard, like the whole keyboard area is, and you can feel heat coming between the keys coming up. You can feel the whole area there.
Yeah, baby. Sorry, boys. I'm just refilling.
That's all right,
You're
mate. Only I
good.
could do with a whiskey refill as well. Move to Ireland. Our computers are naturally cooled by the weather. I mean, I could say the same for England, to be
Hey,
fair,
look,
mate.
man, I love the cold. I would definitely move anywhere where it's cold. So you got me there already.
Oh, no
I can't
way.
stand heat.
No way. At 10, 15 degrees is optimal. A slight breeze,
No,
slight breeze.
I cannot stand heat, bro. I cannot do it, bro. Anywhere cold, I could live.
Where are you in the States, Antoine?
Yeah, I am in the States,
Yeah, where
and
in the States?
East Coast, and over here where I stay at, it's like our weather can change in like, okay, say today it could be 15 degrees, tomorrow it could be 80 degrees, then Friday or something like that it can snow, and then after that it can rain, then we get a hurricane. We get all that in 1 week. The
You
weather
sure you're
is
not in
weird
England?
here. Could be, man.
Oh yeah, moved to Ireland. Our computers are naturally cooled by the weather. Yeah, bro. Facts, actual facts.
Okay.
Actually, when I was coming out here, I think my thermostat outside my office said like
Mm-hmm.
3 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, here,
So
Matt.
10,
What
10,
says it's
10,
one
15,
degrees?
10,
One
15
degrees.
degrees is optimal. Ooh, I've got an
Gotcha.
invoice from Apple.
Ah, there he is.
Hey Siri, send Michael a text message.
What do you want to say?
Don't forget to let the corgis out.
I'll send this.
What an absolute team player. I love it. Hold on, we got to get Michael
That's tough.
back up on the audio.
Yeah, it automatically defaults and mutes us every time our videos
I'm
play.
starring
So
that.
he don't even know it.
It actually understood him.
Oh, it did. Oh, wow.
Well done, Ben. Well done.
We appreciate it.
I love that he got up out of bed to come and do a video comment. I'm in Michigan, -3 Fahrenheit. Oh dang, that's cool.
I hope you appreciate the logistic that I got out the bed and put the Mac on. Effort,
What a
mate.
guy.
Effort was made. What a stand-up
here,
guy.
not any Mac. It's a Mac Studio. I'll have you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't have fans. Yeah, mine doesn't
Right,
have
so
fans, but then I've got naturally cold weather.
if you want an app that gives you a really accurate breakdown of the temperature of each individual piece of your MacBook, iStatistica Pro is the one. If you do have fans and you want to put in, so there's an app called Tuna Belly. You can give you manual control with a slider, and you can control the fans. Or for every individual piece of the MacBook, right, that it gets the temperature from, you can set rules. So if this part reaches 65 degrees, turn the fans on at 30%. When that part reaches 80 degrees, turn them on at 65%. You can set loads of rules for it to automatically adjust the fans to the speeds you want. It's really good. It's a one-time fee of $9.99. Can't rate it enough.
Gotcha.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, what a guy.
Nice.
Up the Michael's Tech Talk massive. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Let's see. We've still got 8 people watching. That's awesome, guys.
Especially
is
considering
awesome.
how much waffle we're talking.
I know
Or
we're
how
talking
much-
absolute waffle.
I ain't talking nothing right now.
So Antoine,
what?
when are you pre-ordering the S23 Ultra?
Don't do don't do me.
Do
Don't
it,
do
man.
me.
Look,
I'm
just do it.
You'll do it. You will do it.
Just do it
nah,
now
I
while
don't
it's
need it.
hot and trending. Seriously. You're gonna look
See,
because I know you. You'll do what you did with the S22 Ultra. You'll order it like 6 or 9 months later, and you'll have missed the gravy boat. Get it now while the gravy's hot. Just do it. Just like I said, credit
Well,
card, order it, and then get a refund.
He doesn't.
I mean,
He
I could
doesn't
eas-
want to hurt his pixel people. Okay, doesn't want to hurt his pixel people.
Well, I think I got Samsung people too, though, because I do Samsung. But only reason why is because I'm not gonna use it, man. I'm not, and I don't want like I'm when it comes to me in tech, I like to use it. use it.
To switch
Yeah.
to it for
and
2 weeks,
and
3 weeks.
getting it for 2 weeks and pumping out a review. I'll be everything that I talk about when I talk about the big YouTubers, how they get the phones early and they use it for a week or two, then they go back to their other phone, and that's just not me. So if I'm not gonna get it to use it, I'm just not gonna get it. And I got the S22 late, yeah, I did, and I used it for a long time, and I'm still using it every so often. And so at least I can come back and revisit that after a year or 2 years or whatever, however long I decide to keep it. But nah, I'm okay. It's like I do YouTube because it's fun for me. I mean, the views and stuff that come is great and everything like that. And if anything come out of it, I'm all for the ride. But I'm not gonna sit here and like try to kill my pockets for content. People is gonna have to just love my channel for what I have and what I do, and it's just gonna have to be like
Oh,
that.
absolutely,
I
man.
I
All I was
I
thinking
get
was just get
but
a
I
credit
get
card
your
and try it
point.
out, send it back.
Yeah, yeah, I get your point of jumping on the train and riding it and pumping out, but I ain't gonna keep it. Ain't no point. It ain't
Yeah,
me.
man,
So
I'm with you 100%.
yeah.
I think every phone review that I've ever posted on my
Hmm.
channel, I think I've started each video the exact same
Hmm.
way, saying I know I'm late to the game, but I've been using it, so you know
Yeah.
I don't want to talk it out after 2 weeks. I want to, my reviews usually pop 6 9 months after.
Hmm. Exactly.
My 13 Pro Max
Well,
review
I
video
popped
dropped
my iPad
like
Pro
three
review
days
2 years
before the
later, so
iPhone
beat that.
14.
And
What?
people gonna. He
I
says
said I popped
iPad Pro.
my iPad Pro review 2 years later, so beat me.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta like just do what you do, man. Make your content, people will come, and people love my content for what it is. I do try to balance it out because I literally wasn't trying to be a pixel channel. I promise you that was never the mission, never the goal, because I'm a tech person, and if you walk in my house, I have Best Buy in here, and I love all tech. But it's like the way YouTube is set up. Sometimes it just kind of like pushes you in kind of like a direction, and I know like I want to review like my iPad. I want to review my Mac Mini Pro that I got. I want to review all that stuff, but it's not gonna do nothing for my channel, and I know it's not. I love this my
What?
Mac. I love my M1 Mac Mini, and I love the M2 Mac Mini Pro right now, and
Yeah.
it's not gonna do anything for the channel. And I want to talk about it, and I want to be like
Yeah.
this and that to the third, but people don't want Apple content from me. They don't want
It's one
really.
of those things, though.
Yeah, they just
The
don't.
algorithm finds what your channel gets responses to,
Hmm.
and then it
Yeah.
And
sticks to that. It's like, well,
it sticks to
Antoine
that.
gets responses for Android,
Yeah.
so we're going to push Antoine for
Hmm.
Android content. Petter
Yeah.
gets hits for
You
Apple
just have to
accessories,
feed it, man.
so
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like I do, I do a lot of accessories and cases and stuff like that. There, I've sort of over the past year, I've maybe niched down a little bit on that. So when I drop an iPhone review, man, it doesn't go anywhere because
but
people just
this is
can't
how
find it.
much the algorithm can niche you down, right? So me and Michael do accessories. I dropped my Pixel 7 Pro mouse cases review, and it just utterly tanked. It doesn't matter that it was an accessory; it wasn't an Apple accessory. So even if I try to do Android accessories, it's not having it.
Yeah, this is it. So I did my review on the 13 Pro Max, and for
Mhm.
me, I thought it was a good video. I thought I had covered things well, and I thought my B roll was okay, and
Mhm.
uh, and it was so disheartening because I still think as of now I think there's only like 300 views on it, and it's
Yeah,
like
bro.
what are you going to do?
I'd be lucky to break sometimes 200 views with my Apple content. Like you said, I did my AirPods Max. I reviewed the iPhone 13. I did the 12 Pro. I did my iPad. I did a lot of that, and all of that just failed. It just tanked, and I put a lot into it, and it just failed. And I just
That's
realized
like
like
my
if you go to
AirPods
my
Pro review, man.
if I go to my audience, yeah, if I go to my audience, it says they're watching Samsung, they're watching Pixel, and they're watching Pixel versus Apple or Samsung versus Apple. They want Samsung and Pixel content pretty much from me. I mean, anything that I make, if I do, that's why I don't even do unboxings like talking about it. I bought a lot of stuff today. Literally, a lot of tech came in today, and I wanted to show it off, but I didn't. I sent Direct Tech one of the things that I bought right here actually.
Yeah,
Show
sorry,
y'all
man. I'm gonna get
guys.
back to you. I was in the middle of a
Yeah.
game.
So I recently bought this right here. I just wanted to try it out. Focus over there on it sometime. I don't know. It's gonna focus. The camera's still trying to find my face. Anyways, this pretty much is it's a motorized panner and tilt for your DSLR or your whatever. So you just set it down on a
I
tripod
need
or
one of
on the
those.
table. It don't really matter. And you got a remote, and then you can pan. You can do your pan shots and everything like that. This thing only costs $94. I just wanted to try it or whatever, and it works really really well. And I wanted to unbox it. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to shoot a video, but I know like it's just 100% going to tank. In fact, I tried to look this exact product up, and there's only like a few reviews on it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's not worth it.
Give me a
But it's gonna
go.
be
Give it
something
a
I
go.
use well, not now. I don't because I shot. I think I recently dropped that treadmill video, and man, that hurt my channel. And right behind it, I had to drop a pixel video. I had to drop it like ASAP, and I put work into that treadmill video that
Yeah,
came from
man.
my void. So yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. You just gotta be careful what you post.
Hey,
No,
can you hear me?
definitely.
Well, I've got that treadmill
Hey,
as
what's up,
well, but
Val?
Hey,
What's up, my
what's
I
man?
up?
don't think I'm going to post it.
Yeah, what up, Val?
What's up? I just wanted to give a take on this because I hear this so many times. Like, just because you're
Mhm.
in a niche, it means that you can't post something like some other form of content. Like,
Mhm.
I hear it so often from everyone, and like this is okay. I had another channel before I started doing tech related content, and that channel had 70,000 subs. Okay, I
Mhm.
deleted that channel before I made this channel stupidly because I struggled to upload on that channel because every video tanked because I was inactive on it for about a year and a half because I gave up.
Hmm.
Gaming on that, like I was doing gaming content and I got really sick and tired of doing it. And I was just like so over it. Like that was just a niche that I had no interest in. And it was just I was doing Counter Strike content, right? So heavily deep into that Counter Strike niche that every other game was like not performing, and I it was done. Like I gave up. A year and a half went by. I tried to revive it with like other content, and I figured, okay, this is going absolutely nowhere. I knew that I wanted to do like tech related content, right? But one, I've never shown my face on camera. Two, tech is a really expensive thing to get into, right? Like we all know that it's really hard to make tech related content. Um, Another thing is like it's a completely different genre from just playing a video game. You gotta
Yeah.
write a script. Like you gotta have an opinion on something. Like you're not just playing a game and writing down like your best moments. You're kind of you're giving an opinion, like a reason why someone should buy something and whatnot. So it was just something completely different. And instead of like just trying to bite the bullet, I gave up. I deleted the channel and I just gave up with YouTube. So like years went by and I started this channel. That's like a whole different story, but I I made like the Xbox review, right? That's kind of how I got my toes in. I did the Series X 1.5 years later, and that video did crap. Okay. It slowly started to climb though, and I did other videos on the channel. Um, and it kind of got me snowballed into like phones somehow. Um, and that's kind of like how I landed here. But there's like other things that I want to do where like I don't want to just stick to phones. Like I want to do tablets. I want to do like game consoles. I want to do other categories in tech because one or two phones come out every few months that are actually notable. It's not just like I can talk about the same phone every week and have a video up. So it's difficult. But in your case, you're saying that you want to talk about this Mac Mini, um, and you've been talking about Android, and you're scared this video is not going to perform. But these, like, okay, at our stage, like in this whole YouTube thing, our channels are still so small that like a video underperforming still doesn't mean anything, right? Like, what's your average views that you get on a video?
Pixel probably up to 1K. Anything under Pixel probably like 200.
Okay, so you're scared that you'd get about like 200 views on the MacBook or the Mac Mini.
No, it's not about me being scared about the views. I don't want to waste my time making a video that's not going to
Right.
perform. I put a lot of effort into all my
Yeah, your
videos, like what I
videos.
do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they're high
I just don't
quality.
sit in front of it. Yeah, it takes me time to do it. I don't just sit in front of a camera and just talk about stuff. I try to keep up with the Joneses. So it's just my
Right.
effort and my time is not being pretty much presented to. That's
It
why I
really
work.
is to do with that. It's
Yeah.
why I don't
Yeah,
deviate either.
I get that myself. To be honest, there's some videos there where I've agreed to review a product or something, and I've done the video, and I've felt personally that the video has been decent. The quality has been decent, and I've provided a good amount of information and things like that, and I've checked the SEO, and the SEO is reporting that everything looks good, but yet it just goes nowhere. And it does, like, I feel that, man. You sort of you feel a bit deflated because you're thinking, oh man, I put all that effort. I put more effort into that than I did, say, in a case review video
Yeah.
that's went and got 5,000 views.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's tough. But then a while back, I did a video on a QNAP NAS drive, and it was something that I put a lot of time and effort in, and it kind of felt like it didn't go anywhere. The last time I checked that video, there was like 3,000 views on it, which I didn't even know. I was like, "Whoa, where'd that come from?" And it only came to my attention because somebody had commented on it, and I was like, "What?
Mhm,
People are actually commenting on that video." And then it sort of made me think, some videos are just slow burners, and they'll maybe get to where they need to be at some point. And then you see the likes of YouTube Shorts. You drop a short and you'll get 2 views in an hour, and then you check it and you check it like 2 days later, and it's got 3,000 views. Like,
Yeah.
what? I, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Just don't
So,
get how it works. It's just crazy.
okay, and your name's Antoine, right?
yeah,
Okay, I can call you that.
yeah, of course.
Okay, my name's John. So, in
All
your
right.
case with the Mac Mini, like, I think that you can provide an interesting take on the machine that isn't just like a review. You know what I mean? Because you're a photographer, you use it for video editing. Like, you're not just reviewing the computer as like a casual person. I know that everyone that's basically reviewing like Macs is basically a creative now, because that's like
Mhm,
the whole landscape of YouTube these days. But like,
Hmm.
if you look at every targeted Mac review, they have a lot of views, especially because like these new M1 Pro, you got the M1 Pro, right?
yeah.
Yeah, the M1 Pro,
I
the
mean,
M
no,
or
no, no,
sorry, the
no.
M2,
M2,
the M2
M2 Pro.
Pro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the M2 Pro and the M2 Mac Mini, like, they're new machines. It's not like you've had it sitting for a while.
Mhm,
They're pretty relevant. It's not like you're doing a 1 year, 2 year later video. Like, I think that you can catch a lot of interest on it, but I know what you mean, that like it's a potential for a waste of time. And like, that's the thing that's scary about it, because their videos, like, one of my favorite videos that I've ever made was I bought like a bunch of stuff on Amazon. Like, I did like a really big like tech haul, like 6 or 7 items under $100, and it was like really good items, really fun picks, like unboxing reviews of these items. It was my highest quality video, hands down. The video tanked. Like, I deleted it from my video because, or my channel, because it was like so embarrassing underperforming. And like,
mhm,
that is just so demotivating, because like then you have videos where you don't really put the effort in, or it's like you write the script for the video just the
mhm.
day before, and you upload it and it's got like 30,000 views in a night.
And
And
it's
it's like,
crazy because
how?
I want to add to what you just said. Literally, I remember that I was in LumaFusion beta for a whole year and I couldn't talk about it because the embargo or the NDA that I signed or whatever, right? And the day that it released and people were able to get it on Samsung or in the Play Store, I was like, dang, I didn't even prepare my video because they didn't even tell me in the beta, like when I'm communicating with the people when they were going to release it. So it just kind of like just popped up and I was like, oh no, I got to make a video. I literally took, my camera, did an overhead, set my junk down here and just started recording. And I was talking about it. I posted that video a few months back, and that video hit like 12K quick. No
I
effort
think I watched
video.
that video.
Yeah, it was no effort video and just me trying to just get information out without I had no script. I didn't know what I wanted to say. I was like, yo, I got to get this out because people are going to be looking on YouTube for LumaFusion for Android. I need a video that has that title. And lo and behold, it blew. And today it's still my growing number one growing video and it's still the video where I'm getting all my subs from, which is insanely crazy and people still comment on it weekly.
Yeah.
And that's just effortless video. But then the videos that I put all this cool B-roll in, lighting, all this good stuff and everything like that, trying to keep up with the big dogs, is like 300 and you get a few comments and then it's like, boom, it's gone. I'm like, wow, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not hard because it's not easy doing that because I have my own business. I work. I have a wife. What I'm saying, I have a life, and I'm doing YouTube around all of that. This is not like something I can just sit down and do all day long and not have to worry about it. But when I put effort in it, I just want to feel appreciated for it. But the little bit of people that do, I'm fine with that. So I just stick
Yeah.
to what I know.
Yeah.
So
There's
yeah.
actually
I
like
feel you with that, man. 100%. I feel you because I've been doing accessories and all sorts of stuff, and just out of the blue, like I'd reached out to a brand that I use personally. I'm sure you guys probably heard of Quadlock, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
I know.
reached out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Quadlock and
no,
was
I
like,
have not actually.
"Listen,
I have.
I've used your stuff. I've used your stuff for years. I would love to feature you on my channel. Do you just want to maybe work together?" And they come back and they went, "No." Pretty much, it was their nice, polite way of saying, "No, you're too small. Piss off. We no." So I was like, "No, that's cool." I thought I would ask the question. I'm going to buy the case anyway, and I'm going to review it. But I just wanted to see, like, I wasn't wanting a freebie. I just wanted to see if he's wanted to work with me or whatever. But it's not a problem because I've always had the opinion of, do you know what? If it's something I'm really passionate about and something I really like, I'll go out and buy it and I'll review it myself because it's no odds to me. I bought that case, and I'll be truthfully honest, didn't really think that it was a great video. And that video is the highest view video on my channel. That video is about to hit 40K views. That video alone has made me quite a bit of money. And it's like, what? How? I just don't understand. And then again, there's other videos there where I felt like I've put so much time and effort into it, and then it just doesn't perform, and you just go, I don't get it. I just I, I just don't get it.
You
I
should
understand where you're coming from.
you should email them
Oh,
back with the link
100%.
and be like, "What the hell?" Like,
Well, let me tell you something, man. Right, this is the thing. They ultimately trolled me because when I emailed them, I was like, "Oh, guys, love your brand, blah blah blah. Do you want to work with me?" And they come back and they said, "No, but thanks anyway. Thanks for contacting us." It literally come up on my YouTube studio that they publicly subscribed to me. So they ultimately trolled me. They trolled the life out of me by going, "Yeah, we'll just subscribe to you anyway." And I was like, "Bruh, what's that about?" So they obviously subscribed to my channel, so they've watched my videos. They liked and retweeted my tweet when I posted out my review video, and I'm like, "So why not work with me?" So I'm gonna get back in touch with them and say, do you remember you said no? Well, look at this, and then see if we can maybe feature some more of their stuff and see if we can get a bit more traction with it. But who knows? Who knows? But saying that, I was I've just seen Ben's comment there. Watch, you'll be in their next promo. I was actually featured in Kadabi's marketing promo alongside Technically T and some other creators, which blew my mind.
Gotcha. But what you about to say,
Yeah.
Vals?
But I didn't say anything.
Oh no! Oh no! You about to say something before that though about
Was I?
the channel. I think so. All right, but look, I'm gonna tell you this though. Look, I am planning on. I'm gonna just say this. I am planning on probably doing my video on that Mac, but of course it's not gonna be like anytime soon because I gotta actually like use it. And you're right. When I do my video, it's going to be different from everybody else's because one thing I'm not going to do is run benchmarks. I'm not going to crunch numbers. I'm
Yes.
not going to talk about
Yeah.
speed and all this stuff because the problem that I have with my current Mac right now that I always talk with Direct Tech about is that I would take a Canon file, I would throw it under there, and I would try to edit it, but I can't because I have to make it into a proxy to actually do any real editing because the files, my Canon files, all live files that come out of the camera are 400. It downloads. I mean, it records at 480 bits per second, and
Right.
most cameras, Sony, shoot at 100 or a little bit under 200 megabits per second. And I noticed that like every YouTuber is using Sony cameras and like it's
Yeah.
barely anybody talking about like the Canon cameras, and I'm having this issue, and I cannot be the only one. But if I'm the only creator using Canon, then yeah, I might be the only one. but these, but this is the camera that I use for my business and photography because this is my camera of choice. But the video quality on it is still amazing, But people are just using Sony. So my M1 Mac has struggled. I cannot edit anything on my Mac if I'm shooting 4K and not use a proxy. If I shoot 1080p, I don't need proxies. If I shoot 4K, I need proxies. And nobody talks about this in these YouTube videos about these M1s or anything because people just boast about the power and the performance of it. But like I cannot be the only person that's using an M1 or M1 Pro or Max and using proxies. I can't be. So I'm like, what is really going on? Like people are not really telling the truth about it, or they're just not. I don't know. Because all I see is numbers. I literally see them do numbers, and they open up a trillion apps. Man, let me tell you something. If I'm editing a video in Final Cut and I open Photoshop to edit a photo, my thing is going to spin. It's going to spin. It's going to chop everything. So these YouTubers open up like 13, 25 apps and then scrubbing through the timeline and all this scrub. I don't even care about the scrubbing stuff. I'm not even going to do that crap because I think that's stupid to me. I want to hit play and I want it to play back smoothly and I want to see my transitions and my animations. Show me that stuff. I don't care about no stupid scrubbing through the timeline. That's irrelevant to somebody
Yeah.
who's actually trying to get some work done. But this is what they're showing. And you're right. I will bring something different in my review when I do it or if I do it. But I do plan on doing it because I did want to do a comparison from my M1 to the M2 Pro and how it's handling like what I've been through and what I'm going through now as far as the second one. I'm not going to tell y'all right now because I want to actually be experienced because a couple of people asked me, does the M1 Pro work with the Canon files? And I'm not going to tell anybody yet, but y'all see it in the video. But yeah, yeah, that seems to be my problem with like the first M1, and I feel like I can definitely bring something different, but I don't really think that it's gonna do well regardless. But I noticed that when it comes to Apple content and Apple people, they love numbers. I feel like
Yeah.
the numbers. I'm gonna be honest with you, being a guy who's real open to everything. Numbers mean nothing until you
No.
actually use it. This is why I care less when somebody try to throw numbers at me because give it to me, let me see how it works and performs in real world, and then I tell you if it's good or not. Because
Dude.
all those numbers that Apple posts and people talk about, bruh, why is my M1 buckling up on me? You tell me
Yeah.
that.
Well,
My
like
Windows don't.
the even
Sorry, I am listening. I'm being assaulted by a ginger dog.
Oh, you good? You
benchmarks
good?
benchmarks haven't meant anything to me for the last couple of years unless you're talking about like desktop GPU and CPU
Mhm,
performance, because when it comes to like Apple Silicon, I don't really look
mhm,
at them as a computer. I look at them as a smartphone. The way that they handle computing is completely different. And yeah,
Yeah.
when it comes to smartphones, when I do my reviews, I don't do benchmarks. Even when it comes to like battery life, when people ask, how's the battery? In my reviews, I just say, yeah, I get like 6-7 hours of screen on time on this phone, and that's what I do. I don't even bother pulling up the graph because my day looks completely different from everybody else's day. Like what I
It
do on my
does.
device is completely different. So like benchmarks are completely irrelevant. The games that I play are different from what you play. Some people don't even play games on their phone. You probably
I don't.
don't. So
I don't.
exactly. Like it really doesn't matter. Like and most people are buying S23 Ultras and Google Pixels or whatever just to use Twitter. So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter,
But that's the
man.
thing, man. You see a lot of the Twitter community, especially they use benchmarks as a dick measuring tool. To be honest,
Yeah.
is the best way.
It is.
You
It
know,
is.
it's like these guys come at you with the specs, and you know, as if it's going to win a fight. It's like, come on, bro.
Do you know what the thing
Mm-hmm.
is though? The spec thing is relevant for some YouTubers, right? Take Frankie from Frankie Tech for an example. In Asia, he all his audience are in Asia, India, China, Bangladesh, that region. They are obsessed with spec marks, with
Yeah.
specs and benchmarks, right? But
Yeah,
if you're in the Western market, it's totally irrelevant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to like I was going to no, I'll leave that out. Never mind. I was gonna name
Go
drop like a
on.
Twitter. I was gonna name drop like a specific Twitter user that has me blocked because it's so funny.
Who,
But
Dirty Dan or whatever his fucking name
yes,
is.
yes, and
Oh,
and
that
and
guy.
Who?
yeah, and that one busy
Mr.
bee
I
guy,
smudge lenses on purpose.
Yes.
and the
Oh
busy
gosh,
bee guy or
man.
whatever.
He's a
Yeah. He
fucking
blocked.
clown.
I blocked him first, then he blocked me after I blocked him. I just got tired of that guy, man. Like I got
I've
tired
got
of seeing
so
him on
many
my
people blocked.
timeline. And I made a
Who is
YouTube
it?
short talking about him. Literally, I made a YouTube short. I was like, um, I didn't say his name though. I just kept it out, and I was like, a Pacific iPhone user when he's doing a camera test, and I took a cleaning cloth and I cleaned the iPhone camera off, and then when I picked up my Pixel, I was like, and then I was like, yeah, and then he take the picture. But that's exactly what he do because it's so crazy how like he has never gotten a good picture with a Pixel or a Galaxy phone ever. Like that's
Yeah,
insanely crazy to me. And then every test, the iPhone, he makes sure it was the iPhone edges. But look, this is crazy though. His iPhone pictures be bad too because he don't be
yeah,
understanding that
yeah,
like the crushed shadows sometimes and it be darker in areas where it shouldn't be and everything like that. But it just be looking better because the Galaxy phone or the Pixel look like it's fogged up, and we all clearly see it. We call him out. He get mad, and then he block you. But he'll go with you for a little bit, and then he'll block you after that. I'm pretty sure his block list, he has more blocked
You know
people than
what?
he actually has subscribers. I mean, followers.
One thing this year, I'm just blocking, muting. I don't give a fuck. I'm not entertaining you. Just fuck off. Have a mute, you freak. But just fuck off.
Yeah. Got to, man.
I,
Yeah. Like
honestly,
you
I'm
said,
just not entertaining it, and I'm not even doing the
mhm,
arguing myself, which I'm criminal for.
mhm.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
No, just shut the fuck up and go away. I'm not even entertaining your bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Listen,
And that's
man,
how
guys.
that's how
Like,
he's growing his
some,
audience though.
some people, yeah, some people just go out of their way to protect what
It's
they
just
love
full
so
of
much,
trolls,
and
man.
Yep.
it's okay to like something and be proud of it, but what works for you doesn't work for everybody else, man. So just be happy with what you got. It's all good.
Yeah. And it's crazy because
Take the
like when I do my camera comparisons, I literally make sure that both lenses are clean and I take multiple pictures of the same thing. I don't even do one and done picture. I just take multiple. I try to get the best I can out of it by pointing and
yeah,
shooting half of the time. And then I post it and let people vote. Of course, like the Pixel wins over the iPhone pictures a lot with me. It's just, they don't know what phone is coming from. So they don't know if it's my Galaxy or one of my other Pixels or one of my other
Yeah,
iPhones.
man.
They don't really know what phone, but it just always
Like,
edges
like
over.
the feathers,
Yeah.
like the
And I
feathers everywhere, man.
exactly, yeah, exactly, Mike.
no,
I
you got to
keep
use
one
the
with me
apple
every
polishing
time.
cloth.
That's probably what it is.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
but
got one.
I think what happens in a lot of my comparisons is that I'm a portrait photographer and I deal with people. So when I shoot people versus the iPhone, that's where the iPhone always gets smacked because it never gets the tones right. It never gets some of the colors right. I do notice that the iPhone will edge out sometimes with white I think the iPhone does a good job with whites, but it doesn't get the whites right either. It just warms them up. And the Pixel gets it wrong, way wrong, because it cools the whites down where they look blue. I would rather have warmer whites than blue whites. So in situations like the iPhone would edge over it because it got the whites look like it's accurate, but it's not. Near one of them, my iPhone has, and as a photographer, the iPhone does not shoot accurate. The Pixel does not shoot accurate, but it comes very close to being accurate to the
But
colors.
you know what's bizarre
Um,
about that?
mhm,
The iPhone's
yeah.
video is good. It's accurate. So why is the HDR
Yeah.
not the same?
You know what? That's so crazy to me because you're right. And even the HDR in the video is so good. Why can't it be the same for the photos and the colors? Everything.
I just
You
want to
got me
know
there, man.
why they haven't twigged like the HDR on our video
Mhm,
consistently, regardless of the sensor, the generation, the ISP is consistently great. So what's
mhm,
going on with the stills? And this really bugged me, right? What Marquez said in his
mhm.
video about the processing and all of that, I said that like 3 months before him, but because nobody knows who the fuck I am,
You
here I
nobody.
am.
You nobody. You
I
nobody,
said
bro.
word for word. I said what the fuck he said, word for word. And I said
Yeah.
it with the
And
Pixel 6. It's just one of those things. When you get a new sensor, they don't. They probably don't have time to adjust
mhm,
the software. 'Cause I imagine it's a lot of heavy lifting. We
This is
saw it
it.
with the Pixel 6. We saw it with the 14 Pro Max, and now we're seeing it with the S23 Ultra in the initial early comparisons. And yeah, they
mhm.
may well tweak it and twig it with updates, but I guarantee you that sensor won't come good until next year, because look at there's pictures from the S21 Ultra and then the S22 Ultra when they used that same 108 megapixel sensor 2 years on the bounce. The stills out of the S22 Ultra were phenomenal. They were phenomenal, you know,
Yeah, they
and
still
I
are.
think they'll probably come good again next year. But it's always
Yeah,
people have seem to forget that first year of changing sensor, everybody gets screwed. It's just clear now. All
Yeah,
three of them have done
It
it.
is. It
I
is.
like to,
But
I like, I like to call that the Microsoft effect. You know, it's like
mhm.
let's just let everybody else tell us why it's broke.
You were saying on my stream earlier, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Look, man, like I appreciate Marquez for that video and stuff, but I don't trust him or any other YouTuber up there that's not a photographer when it comes to this stuff at all whatsoever. This is why I do my own tests, and this is why if I don't own that device, I won't talk about like the camera quality or anything for that matter. Because I think when it comes to like video, he might have better judgment than me. But when it comes to photography, I'm more confident that I know way more than any of those YouTubers who are just tech YouTubers and reviewers, because this is my profession. And when it comes to them, dictating what's better in a camera, I just, I just don't. I'd be like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong about this. You're wrong about that. Half of the time, and even with the comparisons that I do see, that's why if you notice, I only got like really one comparison on my page, and I don't really go into the technical stuff of telling you which is better and stuff like that, because no matter how you look at it, photography is subjective, and there's no rules. There's no rules in this photography game at all whatsoever. There's things that you should learn, but then when it comes to being creative with photography, you can't tell somebody that they're wrong about how they created a picture. If something is blown out and they want it blown out, then that's their creativity. That's what they wanted. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, it's blown out. It's a bad picture." Who are you to tell that person that their creativity is bad? I mean,
Mm.
we can sit here and say that people who do black and white is like famous for blowing out highlights, right? It's like a big thing for it. So every black and white picture that is created with blown out highlights, are we going to sit here and say they're all bad, but they look visually good and appealing to you? Like, so it's just a tough situation. So I normally just let people choose what they feel is better. And when people do comparisons, they look, it's funny to me because they look for the one thing that would make them choose the other picture over the other picture, instead of just at glance looking at a picture that pops out to them. They would find a flaw. That's what they're looking for. They're not even looking at the image as a whole, the composition, the colors, the subject, the background, and all this stuff. They're just looking for, oh, well, I can see the street line on this picture, but I can't see it on this one, so this one is better. And that's it. That is tech Twitter. That is YouTube all day long. And I just try not to get into this, but it was fun doing my comparisons when I did them. I probably still doing Mary Blue Moon, but I'm just over it, for real, for real.
I
That's just
don't
my
blame
take.
you,
I
man.
figure, I figure,
Twitter
man, because
sucks
it is,
the life and soul out of it.
yeah,
Yeah, they really
it
do. I
does.
mean,
And
everybody.
that's the thing, man. Everybody on Twitter especially has. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong.
Mhm,
Some people just can't let things lie, and that's why. See, when it comes to like big debates, I just don't engage with people, man, because it's just not worth it. It's not worth the time and hassle to just trying
it's
to
not.
engage with anybody. Because when people are out there just for a reaction and just for trolling, there's no point, man. There's no
Mhm.
point in even engaging.
It's not.
Just
I
a waste
mean,
of time.
everybody's so personal with their devices, and they just want their phone to be like the best or whatever
Yeah.
device that they use and stuff like that. And like I can like I say, because I use a lot of different devices, I can tell you flaws in a lot of these devices. One is not
Yeah.
better
Oh
for one.
my god.
Um, yeah, yeah, and look, and Valis, he built PCs like me, so he can tell you that you know that you can build equivalent PC that can be just as good as a Mac or any of these Macs out here, but people don't want to recognize stuff like that, and they just leave it for what it is because I do get people who think that like okay because M1 silicone came out now all of a sudden you can't edit on Windows anymore like Windows. I mean that's their mentality though. They literally
Yeah.
be like because when chip came out, you literally cannot edit videos and photos on Windows no more. You have to get a Mac to do this, and that is not even true. But that's just the mentality of a lot of people who think like that, and that just it's crazy to me because I've been doing photography for almost 14, 15 years. I've been using PC for about majority of that paid clients, professional work, professional videos that I've done back in the days. I had no problem. I just switched over to M1 literally, I guess when the M1 Mac Mini came out. And what was that, 2020 or something like that when it came out? So that was about 3 years ago. But
Yeah.
3 years before, all the years before that, I was using PC. It was always it was always something from Microsoft or a custom built PC, but still, I'd done it.
Yeah.
That's it,
I
man.
was using the M1 Ultra Max Studio for a little bit because I wanted to see what the hype was like, right?
Mhm,
I bought one. I bought the studio display because I wanted to like completely envelop myself in this Apple ecosystem because
mhm.
I'm a nerd. Okay, I wanted to like everyone's talking about how good Mac is for editing and their workflow, and I'm like, okay, AirDrop with the iPhone, it's elite. Like I like working from a desktop. I want to try it out. So, I are you okay? Do you need anything? What? Who are you talking to? I'm on a live stream. Oh.
Busted.
Okay. So I tried it out and it was really good, but
Isn't
I'm
sure
like
you're talking to yourself?
yeah, and I'm just staring at the computer talking to myself. And so so it was really good, but yeah, I eventually I was like, okay, my roots are like PC. I love building, and at the end of the day, like the support with Apple's there, and this is what like Pitar always keeps saying is like, oh, you're gonna get the support if you have a problem, you just go to Apple. But at the same time, if I have a problem with my PC, I'll just take out the GPU or I'll just swap the motherboard or whatever.
But Val,
Yeah.
remember this,
Okay,
right?
okay, hold on. Before
A
you
lot of
jump in
people
and
out
chime
there
in,
aren't
wait,
comfortable
wait,
doing
wait,
that.
wait. But okay,
Go
You're
so
ahead.
triggered him. You're
okay,
triggered
okay.
him.
Before you get triggered,
Give me
so
a
I was
triggered
like,
meme.
uh, anyway, so I wanted to go back to PC, and so I built my PC. I have a 4080 7800X, and it's working, and everything that I'm doing on it is literally just as comparable to what I was doing on the M1 Ultra. And despite the memory bandwidth being slower, just because that memory is not being shared between the GPU and stuff like that, it is fine. The render speeds in Premiere are pretty much the exact same. The timeline moves the exact same. Like I there is no differences. It's Windows and I can game on it and it costs a whole lot less.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I agree. Like you can build you definitely can build a PC that's equal up to the Mac Studio for less, less price. But I know the argument always about these MacBooks because somebody just said it in the chat, not finding a Windows laptop that performs like the MacBooks, the M1 MacBooks. And I mean that's true. We all know that nobody's like fighting anybody on that, but we're just talking about like PC can be the equivalent of an M1 chip and you can still get the work done. If you want to argue about render speeds or times where it takes 30 seconds for one and more or a minute more, I mean who does I mean if you're really that nitpicky about a few minutes or a minute or seconds, then you got issues because it's not even that serious. Like literally you can hit render and walk away and go wash your face, go take a shower or something and just come back. It could be finished before you even get in, or it can be finished by
Yeah.
the time you get out. It doesn't really matter. Like people make things so they take things and just elevate it for no reason when it comes to this. When I edit a lot of my photography, I actually edit on a Surface Pro 7, like literally. And you would think that I would like want to use one of my Macs or one of my Macs, but I don't, because it works fine. Especially the experience that I get from the pen directly editing in Photoshop on the screen is so much better. Obviously, I do have a graphics tablet over here as well that I can use on my Mac, but it's just not the same experience. So it's just like people, I don't know, man. Like I say, because I use both Mac and PC, I kind of like I'm neutral. I'm not like one sided, like going to sit here and blatantly say this is better and this is better. Everyone has a need, but you will have to shell out money for a laptop to match anything that's going to match any of the Mac laptops. But when it comes to building your own, you can come out pretty good building your own. And then it's upgradable. So it won't be obsolete somewhere down the line. It's upgradable. As long as you
Yeah.
got that motherboard and the proper motherboard, you can upgrade for years and years. And you're only buying one thing. You're buying one. You can just upgrade your GPU, or if you want to get the newest CPU, and or well, I'll say two things, and you got a brand new fast computer all over again. But with Apple, no, you have to go buy the next Mac and spend twice the money to get that. So I don't know.
Yeah, man.
So.
I'm guessing you're waiting for me to weigh in now.
Everybody's literally commenting
Every-
as me. It's like, what?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what you
I
got to
mean,
do, guys, you got to open a separate window, separate watching live comment as you go. And yeah,
Again,
but
do you know what, guys? That's actually going to be things I'm going to feed back to Opus
one sec.
about this because, like people that are like speakers, I think should have their own ability to type in chats. Like you guys could be totally hijacking me, and I wouldn't even know. You guys could be all like saying all kinds of mad stuff in here.
yeah,
So
yeah.
all of that is true, right? But I'm going to go back to
Okay,
this.
let the big man talk.
I don't think you can build a desktop on par with the Mac Studio for the same money.
What?
Oh, see, have you? Let me ask you a question real quick, because you seem to know everything about Apple. Have you ever built a PC?
Not myself. No, I've spec'd it, not built it.
Okay, so enough said.
Anybody can spec something.
Okay.
Enough
I'm not
said.
writing it down.
Yeah,
a
but
lot,
again,
a
I've
lot,
got no
a lot
interest
that we
in
talk
building.
about is a lot that we talk about is off experience and not just what we speculate about things. It's literally our experience with this stuff, and that's the
Yeah, but
problem
the
with some
experience is
people.
using it, not building
Yeah,
it.
no, building it and using it and knowing, like you're
Okay.
just going. You have nothing to go off besides like numbers that's online or prices
When-
or
Well, no,
certain
that's not
things.
true because
When
I
it comes
spec'd it
to
and used it. I just
when
didn't
it
build
comes
it. That's like saying I didn't build my car, so I can't comment on how it drives.
when it comes to experience, the only thing different about this PC than the Mac Studio, if I'm being honest, is the fans spin a little louder. Okay. It's not super loud because I did a really good job with the fan curve. I put a 360 mil AIO water cooler in it, so it's pretty beefy. And
Nice.
actually, for the 7900X, it's actually kind of overkill because it's not too hot of a chip. It's not Intel, so it's not cooking. And then I did a really good adjustment on the curve, so it's not getting too hot. And then, yeah, the render times when I'm doing my workflow in Premiere, it literally takes me about 2.5 minutes to 4 minutes, depending on the video, which is pretty much exactly the same as the M1 Ultra. And when we're talking like the memory bandwidth in the Ultra, that 800 gigabytes of memory bandwidth is shared between the GPU and the CPU. So it's not like, with DDR, this is DDR5 memory. So this is 6,000 megahertz in here. So I think this is about 95 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, if I'm not mistaken. But that's just to the CPU. And that's just 64 gigs of RAM just to the CPU. The GPU, the 4080, has its own. I think the 4080 is what, 16 gigs?
Yeah, I think so.
That has its own.
RAM.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up. It sounded like you typed it.
I don't even know, dude. Yeah, 16 gigs of GDDR6X. Who the hell knows? It's a 4080. It's pretty good.
PC.
Oh, if it doesn't melt itself.
Okay, that is a problem. Okay, and we've already addressed this in the previous stream.
Oh, I have a 4080, a 4090. Sorry, I just need to go get my fire extinguisher because my fucking $2,000 GPU is fucking burning.
Yes, I turn it off every night. I'm waiting for the cable mod cable to come in.
Well, it's winter, man. You need to be warm, so.
Those Canadian meters just fire
Yeah.
up the 4090.
Actually, it was negative 30 degrees Celsius yesterday.
See, so you need that heat. Here, just
Yeah.
move it outside. No, I'll not overheat then. It's all good.
Intel should be at a discount in Canada.
I mean, just go buy a Note 7, bro. You good. That's all you need.
I'll
Maybe
just
no,
tell
you
them
need
it's a
somewhere
Pixel
to
7
live.
Pro.
You need somewhere to live.
I'll buy a Pixel 7.
Ah!
My Pixel
Come at my
people.
Pixel. Coming at my Pixel, bro. Ah, man. Let me. Nah, I don't care. See, that's the thing. People can talk about my Pixel all day. I don't care. I enjoy it.
Courses for courses. Antoine's
Oh, yeah.
experience with the Pixel is completely different to John's.
And yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I messed up. My first Pixel was good. I got the second one, and that one was not so good. And then Amazon messed me around, so it is what it is. And now I'm just on a 14 Pro Max.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It's been a gamble buying these phones nowadays, man. Just crazy.
Yeah.
And
I've had 4.
You had 4? Oh gosh.
Yes.
Man, I got lucky literally when I got the Pixel 6. I got the 6 last year. Got lucky and got a good unit. Everyone was having problems. I was so terrified that I was going to face all these issues, and I never did. Besides, like that one December update that messed up my Wi-Fi and Bluetooth or whatever, and then I had to switch over to the beta to get that fixed. But other than that, it was just smooth sailing. Then I got the Pixel 7. I was like, okay, well, they're going to fix everything. So Pixel 7 came out. Perfect launch, smooth. Nobody talking bad about it. About 2 weeks later,
Google handled the software. Because Google handled the software, not the contractor. Everything after that is the contractor.
Oh, you think that's what it is? Okay, you might be right. And then after that, like 2 weeks later, like people were, but it went on a massive scale, like the 6 though. It was like people were, saying they had this and they had that. And I was like, yo, well, I'm glad I don't. That's all I said. I was like, because I'd be real mad because I gave up on Samsung. And I was like, what phone am I going to use if the Pixel don't work? Because it's definitely not going to be iPhone. And I was just like, I didn't want to go back to Samsung. Like the Pixel experience ruined all phones, slap phones for me right now. And my Pixel mess up, man. I don't know. I'm gonna be forced to get the Fold 4 before the Fold 5 come out and try that.
I thought it was just a huge conspiracy with the Pixel, dude. I thought every creator that had got sent one just got like the best Pixel that came out, and everyone that I bought was just crap.
Yeah.
Do you know what, man? I get the Pixel 6 Pro when it launched, and no issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then I sold it. I sold it to a friend of mine, and I picked up another one then on Amazon Renewed. The one I got from Amazon Renewed, while it had a rattly stabilization module, the
Mhm.
phone was mint condition and it was perfect. But do you see the problems I had with that phone? Like it, the modem in that phone, man, it wasn't even funny just how bad it was. Like it would randomly just drop Wi-Fi for no reason whatsoever, and you're sitting there and you're toggling things on and off, and you're rebooting and you're doing all this mad stuff, and you see literally at the point where you're about to throw it out the window, it would just go, okay, I'll connect. And you're like,
Well,
what the
Max,
hell? Like,
Max from Mura Tech Talk and his wife were both using the Pixel 7, and they've both been having LTE issues with their Pixel 7, so they got rid of them. But Max spoke to Google support on the live chat built into the phone, right? He said it's a
Mhm.
known issue that they're dealing with, and then he went to his carrier store and said from the October update upwards onwards, they've had a lot of the devices coming back and being traded in or just returned within their return window because of that. And Max himself missed out. He got offered a job with a pay rise, and they called him to ask if he would accept, and he never got the call, and they gave someone else the job because his Pixel fucked up.
Dang.
I see, man.
And also, but
That's not a
I
vibe,
think
man.
the biggest thing though for me this year is there is so very clearly a problem with the rear camera glass on the Pixel 7, the non-Pro, right? They are
Seen.
shattering left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. I'm seeing 2 posts a day at least from different people. Okay, and lately, a few of them have been larger people in the tech world where their Pixel 7 glass is just shattered. Google, all we're getting is deafening silence, right? And people who post about it on Reddit are basically getting told you can pay for the repair or suck it up, right? And that's not cool, man. And I think this is something that Google fails to completely understand. It would look so much better for them if they said, you know what? It clearly is a problem. We apologize. Give us the phone. We'll fix your rear glass free of charge, right? Just to admit it and deal with it off the bat, to not contest the customer when so many people are reporting it, it just makes the customer feel valued. Good customer service goes a long way. Look at Apple. You know, for example, John's story today about them fixing liquid damage to his Mac free of charge, just out of goodwill. That's exactly what it does. It buys you goodwill with the customer. So just own your fuck up. Just own it and just say, yeah, the glass is breaking. It's a default. We're sorry, a defect. We're gonna fix it.
Hmm.
So
That's what they need to do.
the thing is, though, like, how do they go about fixing this problem? Because I've read
Well,
that,
first of all, investigate the problem with the material and change
yeah,
it for the rest of the manufacturing cycle. Second of all, once you've identified the problem in the glass, whatever the defect is, it's probably like a chemical one. I don't or quality
no,
of the glass.
it has something to do with a temperature change between the glass and the metal frame.
Well, then
So, like,
they need to do something. They need
it
to
the
change
like
the glass they're
the
using.
housing,
Find a different.
the metal and the glass, like, it needs to be rebuilt. Like, the phone needs to change. Like,
Then what they need to do is just replace the device. Simple as that.
yeah,
Simple as that. But
like,
it's a defect. It's a design defect. It's in warranty. You owe that customer a repair or a replacement.
yeah, actually, it is in, like, the limited warranty.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
But in the
and
UK,
it's
that's
a
covered for
design
6 years.
defect.
You're covered.
Yeah,
You can have consumer rights on a product for 6 years in the UK.
huh.
So they need to deal with that. But it's not because, again, it's just about appearances. You just are so many people in the Pixel Reddit are so bitter about that. The people are holding off upgrading. People are swearing themselves off of Pixel because of it. And that's just stupid because it's such a small thing you can easily remedy, but you're just conscientiously choosing not to. Why? It's just backwards. You're just doing yourself more harm than good.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Tyson?
For
Oh,
sure.
this dog is going nuts, right? I've got to
Yeah,
jump off,
man.
guys.
we're actually hitting up. We're 12:50, so 10 to 1 in the morning here in the UK. So I think we're going to land the plane here, guys.
I'm not sure I
What
understand.
you say?
I'm not talking to you, woman. My rep.
That's fine because I got a stream in 10 minutes, anyways.
Oh my
All right.
god.
Well, me and Tyson are
Yeah,
gonna go walking. Ain't we, pal?
I'm
Go your
hungry.
big walking. Go
Well,
your
here,
big.
guys, thank you to everybody for watching and tuning in and listening to us, guys. Massively, massively appreciate the support. And for the super chats and stuff, guys, it's my very first super chat, so thank you very much. It means the world. And I am going to make live streaming a bit more of a thing on the channel. I would like to do at least one stream a month, just a chill stream and things like that there. I'm also going to be doing another tech giveaway soon because I'm long overdue one. So keep a look at the channel for that coming, guys. I'm going to rework it a little bit from the last one I've done. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And big thank you to everybody for coming on. Big thank you to Peter, to Antoine from Delmont Digital, and to John from Valley's Mind. Thank you guys for coming on. I've had a blast. It's been great.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. And thanks
No,
for
thank
everyone
you.
in the comments.
it's all good. So we're closing in here in nearly 3 hours. So guys, that's awesome.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
cool, man.
That's what it says.
So
Tech and
so
chill.
yeah, guys, and yeah, until the next one, which I will definitely keep you all up to date with. I definitely want to do more of this and interact with people as well. So I love all you guys that have interacted in the comments. So yeah, you guys are rock stars. So can't do what I
All right.
do without you guys. So appreciate it.
All right, fellas.
All right, guys,
Yeah,
I'm going to land the plane. So until the next one, we'll catch you later.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Yep.
Find the kick out.